Yeah, and hopefully I'll have time to run and get coffee while they're doing the pregame sort.
Right.
Oh, we're live. Look at that.
Yeah. I just
All
asked
good,
you,
all good.
and you said yes. So I was like, okay.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Musing Panda live stream. We are here waiting for round 2 to get started. So we're still determining matchups and waiting for our players to show up. We'll have them mic'd up when they're at the table, but thank you all for joining us. Just as a couple of reminders up front, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you get a notification when every subsequent round goes live. In addition to that, we are powered by Urcaen streaming. There is a link in the description of this live stream for the Ko-Fi if you want to help support us and offset the cost of equipment, and see more streams like this at tournaments throughout the US. Wherever Brandon goes, we shall have streams. Let me see. Anything else at the top? We are live streaming games. We're not ourselves in the pilot seat, so don't go after the players here. We're just here to commentate and watch. The decisions are always different when you're the man having to actually move the pieces and make the decisions.
Yeah, no, I thought that game that we just watched was very close to top tier if it wasn't top tier. It was just fantastic. Great Warmachine play there. I don't think that I could have done a better job on either of those sides myself. But like you said, it's so much easier to see things whenever you're not the one with the mental load on you. So, and it's easier to point out for people in the audience as well, like these things that are very minor adjustments that can really help it to elevate your game when you're also the one that doesn't have the mental load on you, right? So
we got cat cam starting early in the round.
yeah, well, I guess you say the animals do spend a lot of time with you during the day, and since you're not spending the time that you would normally spend with them, right? They take it upon themselves to visit.
I'm immobile, which means it's time for them to get pets.
That's right.
All right. I think I am actually gonna run and pour my coffee so we can be all energized up for when the round starts. So I will be right back in a moment.
Sounds good. We lost a camera.
Did we lose the camera feed?
Brandon just messaged that he is making some adjustment and that we would lose the camera feed for a few minutes. So this is all planned, allegedly.
Allegedly. Well, in the meantime, let me see if I can get a screen share up for this. Let's take a look at where we're at with the standings.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. New England team tournament share. Let's go ahead and throw that up. So what we're looking at here, God, the Trollsy team namings kicking in. Yep. Brad Blake and JVM, which is actually Dan Riker, Brandon Owens, and Cody DeMunn, took their first round 3-0. We have looks like we have Chris Steves his best. So we got Stephen King, Chris Gunther, and Steve Rabideau. Coming up, also undefeated. Dirty Mike has hit rock bottom, and it's time for a change. That's Rick Coe's team that we watched last round. They are 3-0. Sloppy BJJ, which is actually Blake, Brad, and Jake. They are undefeated. We have Dan Schwanke, Michael Sitvarin, and Ryan McCann, also undefeated. Rick's Betrayal, sitting at 3-0. A lot of 3-0 teams. Look at that. And then Mike Gill's gym membership. Oh, it looks like maybe I need to refresh, but it's showing there's still some unresolved games there. Oh, we might be running a bit behind schedule on actually getting this round teed off. Looks like just live on the ground.
Well, these things happen. I mean, clocks get stopped for a variety of reasons, for calling tournament organizers, for rules adjudication and things like that. And these things can tend to push things back a bit. So looks like we got the camera back as well.
Yep. Yeah, Brandon's got it all set and in place. So any lists we want to look at, because we were talking a bit in our downtime about where different armies and comps have wound up.
Exciting. See here.
I think we can definitely look at Brandon's list. He won Pod A yesterday, and that was I think he's still running the same list. So we're looking at Kane 4, Deuce, Valiant, Sky Raider, Carver, and Big Pig. It's interesting how deep in the Merc wagon he's gone, but he's still got loads of tools to score 50 mils.
Well, I mean, Kane, he brings boom howlers plus, Alexia and the Risen, and all those things like in Mark II,
right? The real
some things never change, right? Plus, Magnus and the lore and Kane and the lore, they're buddies, so they gotta have some game time together as well. So
Yep. Big robust solo loadout, double machine gun crew, single unit of gun mages, rangers, Black 13th, and rowdies. And then in the second slot, it looks like Brandon's actually trying out Vargas, so both Beaker and Plugger. Double Valiance, he's trying out heavy barrels, which is a really interesting twist. And the heavy field gun and the assault strider, triple machine gun crews, double gun mages, and rangers. So that is an interesting one.
I will say that, like, Vargas got quite a bit of nerfs in losing the gunshot and losing battle group fleet as the main things. But like, even despite that I think has only really just brought him down into the realms of the rest of the casters that are in the faction. Like, that's how good Vargas was in 2025, that even after getting nerfed, he's still arguably one of our top tier casters. Like, so I think Vargas is still good. Like, but enough with the grave diggers. I don't really want to talk about grave diggers because we talk enough about grave diggers during our normal stream.
Popular demand by audience vote was we actually had a tie between Brandon and Brad Park, who is rocking the piggies. So these may be two of the lists we'll possibly see. Yeah, let's dig into some pigs.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we have Carver coming in the first list. We've got Battle Boar, Gun Boar, Lytirsis, Big Pig still coming in, Warhog. So that is a chunky battle group. 2 heavies, 1 super heavy, and 2 lights. We got a Pharaoh Razorback crew, 2 sappers grabbing the ambush. They still ambush, right?
I don't know, but I can look.
Yeah.
Let me bring
Yeah.
up
So we got
Pharaoh
the
on
2
my screen.
sappers, which if you're centralizing the battle that much, it's really helpful to have ambushers come in off the side and be a relief force on the scenario. And then we got Maximus, Targ, Bone Grinders, Brigands, Commandos, Slaughterhousers, and Valkyries. So this is a real sampler platter list. Basically, everything that you can see is being seen here. And then in the off list, and I think you were saying Sturm and Drang is a universal pick for pig players, right?
I didn't say that.
Okay,
I don't
saw
know enough
somebody
about
mention it.
Thornfall Alliance to even to make any claims of that. Who were you just asking me about now?
It was the sappers and whether they still have ambush.
Okay, give me a second. Sappers. Commandos. I don't even see sappers. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot. It says Thornfall Alliance.
Yep, they're a solo.
Oh, they're a solo. I was thinking they were a unit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Orbeez, Battle Engine solos. Sapper. They have AD, not and no ambush.
Oh, they don't have ambush anymore. Interesting. Well, over in the other list, we are carrying Sturm and Drang, Battle Boar, Gun Boar, Lytirsis, Warhog, and then in place of Big Pig, we have Magnus and Invictus coming in. Magnus and Invictus are definitely going to get some benefits from the from the telekinesis there. So we're seeing Invictus's maximum melee threat extend all the way up to 18 inches. And then we're looking at Targ, the Wastelander, Pharaoh Bone Grinders, Commandos, double Slaughterhousers, and Valkyries. Valkyries are also great for escorting a Super Junior because you've got those tanky shield guards. The Wastelander still has take a bullet, so he can pull a shot too. And then I believe Sturm's Field Marshal is still Field Marshal Shield Guard. Is that right?
I don't know. I haven't looked at this. I was actually looking at the Wastelander when you were talking about him because I had never seen him before. Stern and Drang, is that a unit? I know it used to be. I know it's.
And we have a Wild Peyton has appeared.
Oh, good. Let's get Peyton back.
Hey, how's it going, buddy? Your internet back up and working?
Yeah, my internet's back up, so
Fabulous.
Good to go. Listening to what you've been saying, the Pharaoh Sapper did lose ambush, but it picked up March and Sneak, which is a huge deal with Big Pig.
Oh, neat. Yeah.
So you can give Carver stealth with this. And on Storm and Drang, Storm did keep Field Marshal Shield Guard. So that combined with Wastelander and the Valkyries, you have a ton of Shield Guards in that second list.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be great for keeping Magnus safe and making sure you really get to tee off on that Invictus plan. Sturm and Drang also getting big buffs to the feet, just saying no focus, essence, or fury at all.
Yeah. Also, Invictus with Polarity Field can be soul crushing in certain matchups.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If that guy's just sitting on a flank and cannot be charged at all.
Well, Polarity Field can't be charged by construct models these days.
Oh, true.
So,
yeah,
it's good. I mean, infantry could still charge, but not like heavies, right?
Right.
So.
I think Hellrot will still be the go-to, but in specific matchups where they're heavier on the cohorts and the Warmachine side, it can be pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other anomalies we're seeing in here? Is Targ still an ancillary attack bot? it's so weird because I have like years and years of memory fighting for fighting for
Tark still
dominance
has
in my
ancillary
mind.
attack and arcane assist for 2 points.
Oh man, that's good. Yeah, ancillary attack on Invictus is quite nice. Does this stipulate? Yeah, it's any cohort model, so that's quite nice.
Yeah.
And then let's see, what does Drang do here? Killing Ground. So he gives friendly faction models Pathfinder. And then Warcasters or Warbeast and the Spellcasters battle group beginning their activation control range can charge or make slams for free.
Drang still also has 2 field marshals. He has overtake and +2 speed.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, that is quite the package. So this army can come at you from a ways downrange. And then what else are we looking at here? Any other anomalies that hit the Pharaoh while we were all looking the other direction? We got Maximus. I believe he's still a proto prisoner coming in with if not just Berserk, then Berserk Overtake. No, yeah, he's still Berserk, unyielding, spell ward, picked up Vampiric. So he gets to heal for D3 when he destroys. And then still a POW 13 Weapon Master. Only the speed 5, but then often Berserk solos like this, you're typically using your Berserk guy as a counter-punching force to clear up your opponent.
That kind of concern though about even a counter punching force, you got to make sure you charge him in far enough that you're not hitting your own models.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, that was running prisoner in Winter Corps. I actually quite enjoyed creating an engagement line with direwolves. You know, because some of the direwolves will get wiped out, but they take a lot of effort to bring down, and so your opponent tends to consolidate all their models around them.
Right.
And that means that prisoner gets to go in and just play in the sprinkler. Like, I think Maximus is serving a very similar role. Like if your Warhog goes down or something like that, Maximus just steps into its base footprint and obliterates all infantry that just did the job against your heavy.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say there's something to be said about the geometry of offering up a like a light or something like that to be sacrificed. Right. The unit charges it. Right. It surrounds it basically. Right. And then there's an empty hole in the middle of the board. And then, you can get a model with Berserk like that or whatever, can charge into the footprint and then just clean up that entire unit. You know what I mean? For very low commitment or
right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Talking about some other Pharaoh units that I think are going to be huge this year. The Pharaoh Commandos. 5 points, 5 bodies with ambush, 13-14 tough Spade Death.
Yeah, that is quite the package. Oh, let's see. Looks like the next round is posted, so they have got the pairings up. Shooting a quick message to Brandon. To see if we can get our cameras back up, just so we don't miss the start of the game.
To Thorn Machine Gene, you haven't played since 2019. The game is in a great place. It is really fun. The scenario is very live. All parts of winning of the game are very relevant. I watched a couple of games that Cosmo live streamed last week, where 2 out of the 3 were won on assassination. But even that being said, there was very, very heavy scenario play for it. So all parts of the game were being played simultaneously. It's a very good time to be in Warmachine or getting back into Warmachine. The game is in as good of a place or better of a place than it has been since probably Mark II, Mark 2.5, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The fourth edition of the game feels very, very good, and it's really nice to see how many returning players we have to the game, as well as how many brand new players. So I think the community's in a great position. The game plays super smooth, still very much feels like Warmachine. Peyton, what's your take on how the new edition is going?
I took a 4-year break from Warmachine. And Mark IV brought me back. So I think it's in a great spot. I'm really excited about where the game is. I honestly, it's my favorite game to play in the market right now, which is a big part why I'm coming back.
Right.
Were there any Thornfall models or units that you wanted to highlight since we're talking about Thornfall, Peyton?
Yeah. So there's a couple that are that I think are just fantastic. So like we were talking about a minute ago, the Pharaoh Commandos, I think, are some of the best point-for-point value that you can get in this scenario packet. 5 points for 5 bodies with reasonable stat lines and reasonable output. They're also come with tough and feign death, so they're really awkward to remove for shooting armies. And they have ambush and advanced deploy. This is just some insane value here. I think this is going to be a one of in basically every list, maybe 2 of.
Yeah. I mean, for 5 points, I mean, you're right. I mean, like, God, so good.
Yeah, these are great. I also want to highlight that this is an army with lessers. This is not something we really had to deal with a ton in Mark IV. But these are great for just randomly holding a mid 50 in the early game to start trades. The Razor Boar, 3 points for a throwaway War Beast that can hold 50s, like on Wolves of the Heels. If you're scoring second, don't really want to throw away a heavy. 3 points to score a 50 and force your opponent to play the game is great value.
And they get more valuable the more you have, kind of, because they can really trade up. They have flank with each other, right? So the first one kind of like just gets in there, but then all successive ones really allow you to like remove models from the table.
100%. Like, and the extended control, so they can hold a wide 50 as well, which is also huge.
Yeah. It's also interesting, and something about the Razor Boars. Steamforged Games listened when people said, "Oh, I'm sad the shredder isn't what it used to be," and they're like, "You're right. Let's put it on the Razor Board."
Yeah, let's just remake the shredder in picks.
Yeah, and we have a confirmation from Zosha that the pairings are live. Brandon is currently working on the cameras, which it actually looks like we have now. So let's go ahead and pop that on stage. Oh,
we'll be fine. All right.
Oh, here we go. There we are. Yeah, so this matchup is going to be Brad Park versus Rich Owens, I believe, is the player pairing. So Brad has the 2 pig lists that we've been going over, and then let's see what Rich is rocking. So we're seeing our second Orgoth stream today. This is going to be Orsus the Betrayed, Cheap Jackal Arknode, Tyrant with Arcane Vortex. Keith, I don't remember whether this was on stream earlier this week, but we were talking about the Arcane Vortex head and where it's going to land. Butcher is a possible home, and we're seeing it now. So we're seeing Shredder, Claw, and then a second Tyrant. This guy will probably take Redline with Scything Flail and a Claw. Damian Karovnik, Magnus, and Invictus. Reaver Commander, Revenant Champion, Volcar Forgemaster, Skirmishers with a Standard, Double Rock Harriers, Execrator, and Warwitch Coven. And then his second list is Kishtar. Like it feels like a new world when you are seeing an Orgoth pair free of Horus, but here we are. Oh, awesome! Glad to see that the cam is working out. And
I think
Yeah,
we
go
have
ahead.
an improvement from the last time. We can actually see the clock now, which is very
Yes.
good. Well, we can't quite see the bottom edge of the table, where I'd say we're like a 50% improvement over the last one. So that's good,
Yep.
right?
And it looks
Because
like
clock
we
is
have.
a win condition, right? And we weren't really able to report on the clock last round, which is a big consideration for the game, I think.
Oh, looks like they've already picked casters, and we're onto the starting roll.
Yeah, the most important role of the game is happening. Ooh, a 6 and a 5, I think.
I'm gonna go first. Okay.
Oh, the winner of the die roll has chosen to go first. I think this is probably a mistake. I'm not sure why people like going first. I think that you are going to be better served, especially with the scenario packet where it is right now. I think going second is much more incentivized this year even than it was last year, and I think even last year going second was a much better chance to win. I know the numbers didn't say that. I think it was something like 65% win rate for first last year.
Wow,
but
that's
I think
severe.
yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure that I mean, it's hard to argue with the numbers. I feel like going second was still the better choice last year, but I don't have numbers to back me. But we'll see.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting, if this is a Kishtar list coming down, we're looking at triple shooting tyrants, so 2 with shredders and quad bolters, and 1 rocking a belcher, as well as 2 jackals with the hunting rifle. So it may be, just a means to be able to get down the table and actually, be in contention on board position if it is Kishtar that we're seeing coming out here.
Yeah, that Kishtar shooting package has been brutal. I've watched a couple games of it so far. Haven't had a chance to play it myself yet. But those 17-point tyrants with the Shredder with Blessed and Hunter access, and then the Forge Master picking up Guidance, just really hard to not allow the full activation of that Tyrant to pick up a bunch of stuff.
Right. Yeah, so you're gonna see guidance plus second sight. Stealth is really no out here. This army can get the ability to see through clouds and stealth, basically wherever it wants.
I'm gonna make a way too early prediction here. This is based on only troll, but I'm going to pick the player that just position themselves on our left-hand side of the screen because they brought juice, and I think the juice is going to be the winning factor.
Keep the blood sugar up.
That's right. I mean, it cannot be undervalued. Keeping your food levels high definitely is a huge, especially now that we're into round 2. So round 1 you can kind of get away with a lot of things because you got the adrenaline going, but now that things are starting to settle down, right? Like now your mental preparation, your food preparation, all these things are starting to become more of a factor, I think. So
it looks like we're having 50s come down in the center of the table. What do we think? Is this going to be? This looks like, is this high stakes, or are we looking at something like wolves at our heels? This is starting to look to me like wolves at our heels.
Yeah, I'm thinking so as well with the 40 placement.
High stakes from Zoja.
Oh, it is high stakes. Well, there we go. This is one that I have not played yet with the exploding objectives. Have you guys had a chance to try this one out?
No, I'm going to be very interested in this game just for the exploding objectives. I think those are really neat, and I'm interested to see how both of the players play into that. I think it's a really interesting scenario. So
yeah,
I think
I've played it
for a good one
3 times now. It's a very interesting scenario. I've not had the explosions come up myself yet, just because the games have been quick enough to where you're not getting 2 or 3 rounds of scoring and pushing the countdown on the same objective. But I'm interested to see how this game will go with the explosions. The Pharaoh stuff is low enough armor and not very much splash resist that could be a meaningful impact.
Yeah, unless we see that it's Carver coming down, given just the bulkiness of batten down the hatches. Even so, objective terrain and 40s and stuff, may turn into a problem for Pharaoh here.
I'm with Grim on this one.
Yeah, likewise. We are seeing Invictus come down, which I think means we're gonna see a Butcher drop here.
He did also just mention that it was going to be a Magnusoff, so I think this is going to be Sturm and Drang versus Butcher here.
Oh, interesting.
Oh man, this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, that Sturm and Drang list is rocking a fair amount of infantry, so it's awesome we get to see the Butcher go absolutely hog wild, as it were.
Pun intended. Pun intended.
yeah, and just stack up those blood quench tokens.
I mean, I was gonna say I am interested to see how Butcher plays then into this new release of the rules as well, because I do love me some Butcher. So.
I think he's an eminently compelling caster, especially with changes made to his feat, and just the ability to hand out Weapon Master to anybody else is just amazing.
Now, the Weapon Masters for melee attacks or only, or can it be used on ranged attacks like Butcher ones?
It's melee only, but it doesn't have any model type restriction, so it could go on Azerdak or it could go on Ravener or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, Ravener rocking a POW 16 double Weapon Master melee, which is pretty bananas. I mean,
you can get the benefit from the same buff twice.
It doesn't.
It's just an additional dice. It's not.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, it's additional die. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, even here with like Tyrant with Scything Flail, or even Tyrant with the Shredder POW 17, like you bolt an additional die onto that baseline. It's seriously menacing.
Yeah. You can also stack Redline and Hand of Destruction as well, and with that, you're talking like a heavy wiping a colossal type damage.
Yeah. It's neat to see that Butcher does not need to get personally involved. Also, his feat still cancels tough, so that may be a timing thing that we see here. Is Butcher's feat calculated to just drop as much infantry as possible, whether he's the one doing it or not.
It also still removes from play, correct?
I believe so. Yep. Yeah, it removes from play. Yeah, they're going to be permagone.
I was going to say, could you imagine in that last round if it was Butcher with those Tyrants and that Thresher? They would have just cleaned up everything.
Yeah. It's worth noting, by the way, in the pregame talk, we talked about telekinesis pushing Invictus up to 18 inches. And the Orgoth player has the same thing on his side. Like Hunter's Mark can also get Invictus going all the way. So I think we're going to see a lot of threats from downtown here.
This is a matchup where I think actually that polarity shield discussion we were talking about earlier could be a big deal. Being able to threaten if the Invictus is end up on the same side, having a polarity shield on your Invictus so you trivially out threat the other Invictus can be a big deal.
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely.
For War Beasts, they also gain overtake. And then Killing Ground lets me charge for free and get Panfighter on charges.
And I'm going to be curious to see what Listerces. I heard his name pronounced, and I just cannot remember it for the life of me. But I'm curious to see how he plays.
Yeah, this is one of the few casters I'm really interested with him in. Being able to charge in, kill a couple things, get corpses, and then spell slave telekinesis on yourself to continue fighting is really powerful.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's a weird thing because he does have that that pseudo spell slave off of corpses, But what's maybe a little bizarre about this guy is actually the spell list of the casters he's taking. For most of them, it's just throw a nuke. Because Thornfall Alliance is just replete with upkeep spells. So it's like coming off of Carver, he can cast Bombshell. Arcadius, he can cast Sunder Spirit. Helga, he can cast Muzzle. Midas, he can cast Hex Blast. And like that's it. That's it off all those casters.
On Helga, he could at least cast Distraction.
So he can't actually, because Distraction is also an wait. Oh no, did they removed that?
Correct.
Distraction
I've been playing
used to be an upkeep. Oh, okay.
I've been playing it with Shyrus a bit, and so I've been casting it 2 or 3 times a turn into certain matchups. So
yeah, that's awesome. That's really good. Okay, I take it back. He does have interesting options, but yeah, here he gets to throw telekinesis, which is a hell of a spell. Like this army can threat extend itself across the board quite easily. And as you say, he does have the ability to place himself deeper in and continue taking attacks, which is quite neat. Also of not trivial here is the ability for Lystersis to hand out magic resistance to this army. So Invictus has awful defense, but he does have the ability to make landing those hunter's marks a lot more challenging for Butcher, and just a tad bit annoying and expensive on his stack to make sure they connect. Let's see.
And more so on Butcher than Butcher himself, I think it's important that it gives a point of failure for Damien hitting the hunter's mark for you.
So there's 5 health basically on the flags and the
because he's looking at Starcross to a 6 to hit these defense 13 warrior models, and Starcross to a 5 to hit the battle group models. Those are chancy rolls. They are by no means guaranteed.
Which thing they choose, the flag, the 50 or flag?
It's amazing how much of a difference that additional die drop the highest is when you're trying to get anything done.
Yeah. I'm remembering dimly back from my Dominate for 2 days when I did do like really intensive math research, and I could be wrong on this, but I seem to recall that like, Starcross or Signs and Portents ballpark adds 2, but people will say like it's actually closer to 1.8. And the flip side of that, again, I could be remembering wrong, but Starcross actually picks up the the difference, and it's something like minus 2.2.
Is it that much?
Yeah. When you're under Starcrossed, hitting a 5 is like less than 50-50. Like the appreciable effects of it are just grim. Yes, Grim 1192. It is absolutely wretched, and there's more of it in the game than there used to be.
Yep.
All right, so we have the handshake coming down, and we have I believe it is Chris taking the first turn and getting his, or Rich Owens getting his Orgoth army down. I don't think we're seeing any advanced deployment here, so once this is down, that will be it. We've got Butcher fairly central. Magnus and Invictus pulled off to the right, or the southern end of the board. So not necessarily anything he's looking at threading scoring right away, but he is certainly exerting a lot of pressure. And then who do we have down there with them? We have the Execrators. So given their high armor value, first armor, and all that, they're going to be super great for securing that 40 once Invictus makes room for them to operate freely.
Sturm has a spray. It's only spray 8, but I have a spray.
Double Tyrants coming down. close to the middle. And then we have our Rock Harriers going up top.
Do you have any ambush possibilities?
I do. I can ambush commandos.
There we go.
Establishing ambush.
They can also just AD.
So there is AD potential. Well, and I will say this, I don't know how true it is for Pharaoh, but it did seem to me and Brandon that it's really hard to feel like the ambush is that useful, because for the amount of time, I mean, you lose the models on turn 1, right? They're not even on the board. They have no presence. And anywhere you need them to get, they could have walked there and had a full activation, probably, instead of ambushing them in. So I'm not sure what the value of ambush is, unless there is terrain that is significantly far back in when I say terrain, what I mean is scoring terrain that is significantly far back on a flank.
Sure.
That you would otherwise have difficulty getting to contest.
Yeah, it's that's been my experience of ambush too, is that it typically is a scenario focused ability. We actually do see ambush on both sides. There is, again, the AD potential, like you mentioned. So we do have a unit of Reaver skirmishers, and I think on a scenario this wide, and with a caster who really tees off on centralization, I think we can probably expect Rich to ambush those and just force the action to squeeze a little more to the center.
I forgot this nerd. You don't mind.
Peyton, as you said, we are seeing an Invictus square off here. So that polarity field probably is going to be quite consequential. At least for delaying that and keeping it from getting out of control.
I'm really interested in this matchup too because of the Invictus. I do not own Invictus, and I have yet to play Invictus. So I'm really interested to see how Invictus plays. I mean, and with two different Invictuses, I imagine they're not both going to play Invictus the same way. So it would give a good kind of smorgasbord of, how Invictus is played.
They can ambush.
And we are seeing the Pharaoh slaughterhousers get split up, one top, one bottom, just distributing that infantry damage all around the board.
I love slaughterhousers.
Yep, looks like we got bone grinders hugging the back lines, and then did either of you catch where the Valkyries came down?
Also ambushing. I'm gonna shake hands on my time. Good luck, sir.
Oh, looks like they're both choosing to ambush.
Yep.
So this guy walks 5 and shoots 10.
Yeah. I do have
Establishing ranges on the gun bore.
4 and 14.
4 and 14.
And then
Now, I will note that giving too much respect to gun rages, especially on turn 1, turned out to be a pretty big mistake in last week's matchup that you covered. I'm curious to see if too much respect is given to it in this match as well.
Right. Yeah, and Rich definitely has options to actually profitably disrespect gun ranges, like the Rock Harriers. It doesn't hurt them to be a bit conservative and a bit cautious, but he can just ram these tyrants as far forward as he wants and go, do you want to give me hyper aggressive when you have really no follow up?
Right.
Correct.
Okay, and that starts on turn 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's some play here. It'll be interesting to see what he goes for.
All right, buddy. We are going to go with Magnus.
Yep.
It's going to Hell Raw and then Energizer.
Yep.
Magnus making his standard opening gambit here, getting his spells of consequence out, and just trying to devour as much board space as possible before the rival Invictus comes in and does the same.
Right.
Then he'll run.
Take advantage of the terrain. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, Magnus is a tough cookie, but he often goes low on his focus stack, and 14, 17, 10 boxes is not invincible. Usually because his rocket is so long range, this guy finds the safest place possible where he still gets to be relevant and lives there forever.
And that is another thing that I have had discussions with Cass about with regard to the journeyman warcasters, is that ambush units, if you can kind of bait the caster, like in this case Magnus, too close enough to the side of the board where you can kind of ambush in and shoot your guns if they're good enough, and their caster was only sitting on 1 or 0 focus, you may just be able to take them off the board trivially and effectively clean up Magnus and Invictus for free or for very little investment.
That is a good point. That Magnus is safe there for now, but that potentially may not be the case on the next turn.
Well, the advantage is that player 1 gets to ambush first, right? So
that is true.
That's weird. I like it.
Pharaoh Commandos coming at him with if they get the chance to shoot him. So essentially Magnus, for the Commandos to get him, if he's living outside of 9 inches of the board edge, he's safe. It's just a matter then of what else can reach him.
Right, and it's hard to tell where the board edge is. So, you know what I mean? Like, is he? I don't know. Maybe.
We have to live with the mystery.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The wall looks safe, but like I think there was an episode where we were talking to one of the players that was an assassin player, right? And he's like, "I love walls because they tell me exactly where the casters are going to be, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. So my whole assassination plan, I just develop it around eventually getting to that, getting my pieces so they can attack behind the wall, right, for free. So the wall
actually giving us a quick reference point, the flag on, or the 40 on pressure point is in fact 14 inches from the board edge. So it looks like Magnus is sitting pretty secure where he is.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we have a rough idea of how much of the board there is we can't see right now.
Yeah, so he's probably, if that's 14, then it looks like he's about 2 inches roughly. So maybe he's 12 in. So yeah, he should be safe there.
Yep.
So we're gonna measure 12.
Although, while Magnus is also a pretty good offensive piece, I don't think he necessarily wants to, burn his entire stack killing Commandos if they do come off that side, just trying to disrupt that 40 down there and threaten him.
Right.
It's not a great ask for him to get rid of all of them.
The stork will run.
All right. We have the battle group pushing up very aggressively, and it looks like, as discussed earlier, there is some regard for the gun ranges coming off of that Razorback crew and off of that gun bore, but not so much that Rich isn't seizing territory over there.
Right.
We have a very good spread on the birds, and we have, I think what looks like a bait setup to pull potential blast damage and so forth into those tyrants as well.
Swat 5, shoot 12, 17.
And we have from Own is Cool 1993, the armies that we have coming down. So if you go to the Longshanks link in the description of this video, it will have a link to the tournament. This is Rich Owens versus Brad Park. So we are seeing here Butcher 5 versus Sturmendren.
I mean, it's really Magnus versus Magnus. Let's be real.
He's the real boss.
He's the real boss.
Most combat experience, most points spent.
He used to be king, didn't he?
No, he was right-hand commander to the king. So he was buddies with the old king Vinter Railthorn, who got deposed, and Magnus kind of like was working behind the scenes to try and bring him back. Brought him back and realized, oh, Vinter's a massive dickhead. I kind of hate this guy. I'm gonna go get his bastard son instead.
15 with a hunter's mark, 14 with a hunter's mark.
All right, and we have Rich's turn complete, so we're going into Brad's turn 1.
I'm gonna take a note of the clock too. He did a very good job here. He spent 10 minutes between deploying and doing his first turn. There's a very good clock management, I think.
So how far does that run?
Run to 11.
All right, and speaking of clock, I am coming up on my unfortunately inevitable real life conflict. But for everyone watching, I'm going to leave you in Peyton and Keith's capable hands, and I will be back for sure by round 3, if not sooner. But I'll let you guys take it away.
I don't know about my capable hands. Certainly, Peyton's capable hands. I will say too. I just want to point out here, and I pointed this out on the last stream. I love what they're doing here. They're really doing a great job of pre-measuring the threat ranges of their opponent to be very uncontentious about what can be done here. He's staying out of the threat range. He's making it very clear that's exactly what's going on, and he's just doing great. This is kind of clean play that I like to see, and that I try to emulate myself. So,
also being very, very clear about exactly what buffs are being applied for these threat ranges and exactly where those buffs can be applied from.
Excavators can shoot me, whatever.
Yeah, and I like what the defender just said there. Like, he's aware of the gun ranges, but like he can't afford to really respect them, right? Like, you have to get in position to at least contest and or score scenario, which really was what makes, I think, this game interesting. Because otherwise, I think without the scenario elements, the gun lines just run away with the game, right? So,
right, like, take a look. If I can kill a guy, better. How does your feet work again?
So no tough and RFP in his control, and then I get to pick D3 plus 2 models to get an additional die in melee.
So Peyton, you have any insight into why so much Magnus you're seeing now?
I do. I have revived.
Yeah, I can talk a little bit about that. So Magnus, with this scenario packet, I feel the super heavies in general got a big buff with the wanting to play as wide as possible. So having a wide cohort model that can threaten a long range is really powerful right now. On top of that, with the lethality decreases across the board, him keeping Mat 7 on a range 3 Thresher is also really powerful. And the fact that Energizer as a very powerful spell as always has been, to either duel as a reposition equivalent or to give you extra threat range, just leaves Magnus as really strong. True Merc in combination with the other two True Mercs seeing minor changes that lower their power levels just a bit.
Right. So you think Magnus staying the same and the other ones, the other True Mercenaries kind of coming down a bit in power, kind of re-elevates him into like the prime position.
Yeah. The others you'll still see play as the if you need specific things. Like I think Kane will run Warboar personally. And then if you're needing revive, Nastilla is still really powerful. Or in Baronova, I quite like Nastilla for dark seductioning lines for Tempest. But in general, if you're just running a True Merc and you don't have a very specific role for them, then I think Magnus is the pick.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. Like, I definitely have some lists in the dojo that I want to run both Alexia and Nastilla in for the double recursion aspects of it. But outside of having a very specific plan for Nastilla, like a recursion plan or something else like that, or you want the debuff, the defense debuff from Aberration on the paralyzed gun. For a particular reason, I think that absolutely as just a general good True Mercenary, I think Magnus is just the best if you don't have a very specific plan. Like if you have an armor debuff, I think Big Pig really becomes live. or if you're playing,
Not
you know, if you have
They'll miss
some
on
buffs
Nate.
from
We'll
in
put flat
faction in
damage to
Thornfall,
Howie.
maybe Big Pig becomes live. So
We'll
like if you
do
have a
3 to 'em.
plan for the Nastilla or
No
Big
vengeance
Pig,
or
I
anything,
think
though, right?
both of those
All right.
are still very
So
viable.
he's on this proxy base.
But just generally speaking, I think you're right. Magnus is kind of the choice.
All right, let's pull these out. We know that proxy base is safe.
But I do think it's going to be a big year for the true mercs in general. I think we're going to see a lot of them just based off the scenario packet. Just it's hard to get a lot of the control 12 or 14 casters to really leverage a cohort model across the entire board. So having a secondary cohort range to be able to play a flank is really powerful.
Now, how do you feel about the true mercenary cohorts versus the like the balloons, which seem to be prevalent in every or available in every faction now?
Not every faction, but close to it. The balloons are a very good distraction and disruption piece, in my opinion. But they need some help in order to do like significant work, especially just with defense 13 being relatively prevalent. Hitting on 7s is not super reliable. And places where you can give them defense and armor debuffs, they become incredibly powerful, like Kane. Specifically. So I think it's just going to be what you need. If you just need a disruption piece, the balloons are more cost effective for that than the true mercs are. But if it's going to be something completely self-sufficient, I think Magnus and Victus fill that role much better.
We're going to spend 2 TK to that proxy base.
The thing about the balloons is that just like the true mercs, because they're battle engines, they can still score the 50s.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
And can still score the 50s.
The neat thing about them too is with the reposition 5, they can kind of walk their full walk and still kind of walk their full walk back and still be in range to score or block scoring for objective and things. That 120 millimeter base is can be really problematic to get around if you can't kill it, right?
100%.
For blocking things out of scenarios. So.
Yeah, a 120 that can effectively move 12 inches for contesting or scoring purposes is a big deal for this packet for sure.
Let's go with the Warhog. Warhog will just go ahead and run. Outside of 14. Battleborn will Ryo and run.
Yes, battle engines can still score 50s. That's kind of like you know, for running them on a flank or whatever. It's very super relevant. That's why, you know, and for 11 points instead of 20, if you just need something that can split and score objectives, you know, it could be a very good option for your list because it allows you to spread. And a lot of times people don't always commit as hard to the flanks as they do to the center, so it may be enough. You'll have to experiment in your list to see how well that works for you.
It also almost always takes more than 11 points of value to kill a balloon. It's very rare that that's not the case.
I mean, you get the, what is it? They're 13. What's their armor? 13, 18 with 28 boxes, which is a lot of boxes. It's almost at full heavy.
We'll get 2 more.
And they auto self-repair, which, or at least one of them does, which is really good. I mean, they can take a couple of hits and be pretty fine. And the fact that they have the fly high, which makes -3 to the range automatically against them, makes it much more difficult for shooty armies to really just range them down. So they've got very good defensive stats. They can be taken down, but it's like Peyton said, it often takes a much bigger investment than you would think.
We'll keep red line. Ambush. Do I want to bring out ambush yet?
I want to highlight here the defender did it. Notice the time is 48 and his turn is over, and he did a lot of pre-measuring as well. So like he has very good clock management, because it takes me a lot more time on my turn too, because I typically choose to go second, to measure out the relevant threat ranges and then position my models properly. So very good clock management this game, and very good clean play as well. So
This would be an interesting turn to see how aggressive Butcher pushes up, or the Butcher army pushes up here.
I feel like the onus is on the attacker to really be aggressive. Otherwise, I think it makes it very easy for the defender to start scoring and start getting the victory point lead in scenario.
Yeah.
I think you're making the right choice.
Upkeep Hellrock. Lads, power up.
That being said, I don't see that the defender has really anything good to deal with that 40 in the quicksand.
No, not really. The only thing over there would be the slaughterhousers, but committing the slaughterhousers just to contest feels less than ideal.
Yeah. So if you're the attacker right now, what's your battle plan, Peyton?
This is a challenging position. Holding up here to actually threaten. I think the board state I would look for is just to hold my 2, go down 4-2, go down 4-0 and counterpunch really hard. On your next turn, you're fast enough to be able to easily contest, and you can push through the 50 fine because your threat ranges are better than the Pharaoh players. But that's that can be a risky gambit, choosing to go down that hard turn 2.
Yeah, because then now if something goes wrong, right, then I don't know. I feel like the attacker kind of has an advantage potentially position-wise in scoring. It doesn't look like the defender has positioned well, like I said, to contest that 40 in the north, nor is really Invictus super close to contest that whatever that is, 40 on the hill there. And while the attacker does have kind of his pieces behind the forest, which will make it hard to like get there to contest, it seems like there's an opportunity there to kind of get points where they shouldn't be gettable, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you can ambush in almost on turn 3 if nothing is still contesting down there or not adequately contesting, and then just walk your models in there because it's a 40, right? And get that as a surprise free point if you're not careful.
Yeah. On the top quicksand objective, Brad may be planning to walk the commandos on and use the unit placement to contest inside the quicksand.
Okay.
I can't eyeball the distance well enough without actually being at the table, but it looks close.
Yeah, it's hard to know whether the clock is actually on the board space or if the board space starts where the clock ends, right?
Yeah. Because the unit placement to just contest is 10 inches plus the 30 mil base, which is about 1.25 inches. So it's...
What's their range when they come in for their guns?
9 inches off the table edge. Place 3.
Okay, it looks like it's on the board space, so that's quite a distance. If the clock is on the board space, then I don't know that he can contest. See what he'd have to be 12. I think the flags are what they said. I don't know.
The flags initially are only 8 inches from the board edge, but then it gets the 5-inch place because of the objective terrain. So I don't know exactly how far it is.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right, we didn't fuck it up. We're outside of 13.
Okay, you're good. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put Magnus. I'm half tempted to like actually give you a charge with your Invictus.
Might be fine.
And try to like trade Invictuses. So Butcher could still spend focus, right?
See, Senor.
I think, yeah, you have to both be inside it to score and inside it to contest.
Yes.
For obstructions, it's different, right? You just have to be within 3. But for actual terrain, like the quicksand or a hill,
Right.
you have to actually be on it. So.
Yeah. And even if they are,
All right.
if the commandos are in range to do that, the rock carriers could easily body block and have to land. But it is something to consider.
Right. So the attackers sounds like his plan is maybe to try to trade Invictuses here. I don't know how that's gonna go for him.
Then he's gonna back up because I don't like this plan anymore.
Oh, he decided that was not a good idea. I don't like that for the attacker. I think he's going to end up giving up points potentially if the defender takes advantage.
Can't do that.
Let me do it.
This is a hard part about playing a true merc into one of the merc armies is
Boring, Rick.
if you end up in that true merc mirror, the frequently the mercenaries true merc is just going to outperform yours.
Right, because they get the advantage of the infraction buffs, whereas yours don't. Right.
Yeah. And something I hadn't considered, and I was rereading Sturm and Drang just now. Magic resistance plus deflection for plus 2 defense against magic actually makes Invictus kind of hard to get the Hunter's Mark on, because defense 12 Starcross is actually kind of annoying.
Oh yeah, I bet it is. Because you don't think of defense 12 being that great, but especially with the man rat and attack buffs, debuffs, right? And then, like you said, like we were discussing before we got on here, the Starcross, even just needing 5s really becomes kind of a pain, right?
Yeah, it's just gonna knock you down.
Yeah.
Okay.
On a large base.
It just knocks down a large base.
Knocks down large, slams small and medium.
Got it. All right. Birds.
This is the turn where the rubber meets the road. I think a lot of times turn 2, top and bottom of 2 is typically where I spend the most of my clock.
Yeah, this is going to be what dictates the pace and tempo of the game, and could be crippling if there's a mistake on scenario presence.
Oh, absolutely. We have a wild Erica in the chat. Thanks, Erica.
Come back to there. Up there. All right, this bro's going to walk over. He's going to do precision strike on the tactician. Yep.
Only one rock carrier in the quicksand there.
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm concerned about how the scenario play is going to be considered on both sides. I definitely have a lot of questions about what's going on in the north, and kind of less questions because there's a lot more presence I feel like on the south than there is in the north. But
These birds go. They're going to advance.
The other thing too is like, there's not really any. The attacker isn't really doing anything to contest that
That's where you want
flag
the lead
behind the
model?
tree.
What's up?
That's
Maybe
where
he
you
just
want the lead
doesn't
model,
see
you're
it there
placing
because it's
all
behind the
off
tree. I don't
I'm
know.
placing it all off. Got it. Just making sure I'm following along.
But I'm thinking if he doesn't start becoming a lot more aggressive with his pieces, that he's going to lose a lot of points on scenario on bottom of 2.
Yeah.
All right. They'll repo.
And very lightly contesting the 50 here.
Yeah.
Another question in the chat about the armies here. One of these is Orgoth, the army on the right here. That's Orgoth, but by Butcher 5. And then on the left, we have Thornfall Alliance, a new army that's coming to print, or an old army that's being reprinted, being led by Sermon Drain.
The thing that I don't like about fielding the true mercenaries is at the 20-point cost, you get 2 models, which for scenario presence can be difficult if you don't kind of get more models in other ways.
Yeah, especially on a scenario like this where the wide elements aren't the cohort. Like the true mercs are going to excel on things like wolves or 2 fronts.
12 inches, right?
Where the 50s are very wide.
Right.
But on this one, where there's only 150 and it's dead center, the true mercs, I think, lose a touch of their value.
Okay.
Right.
But they're outside of 12. So as long as we don't put
Yeah, because typically you're going to be wanting your caster to be centralized to maximize the effectiveness of their feat. And typically that means that your cohort models for your caster are going to be available to contest or score the center if the objective happens to be in the center, and which means that you need the units or more units to be able to start capturing the points on the edges. Right.
Tactician. Just going to get in this little gap right there.
Sure. Hi, buddy.
Okay. It looks like he's positioned this central wall carrier to force either Latursis or Invictus to come forward and set the Tyrants to counterpunch that piece. So it looks like something similar to what I was looking at the beginning of the turn is going to come out here. He's going to go for down on scenario, but try to use Butcher Feet to push to punch back hard enough to cripple the opposing army and claw back.
Right. I mean, I understand that that's a winning plan. It just makes me uncomfortable.
It is a strong strategy as long as the plan goes to plan.
Right, yeah.
All right, well, it seems kind of dumb putting my heavy in the quicksand, but I think it's what I want to be over there. So he's going to run.
Okay, now we're starting to see more of a commit to the scenario presence over here. Okay, now he's got 2 in. On the scenario terrain. That's good.
And making sure he's out of the War Boar's threat range.
Yes.
Yep.
So at least make you contest this thing. He takes damage.
Why? Oh, red line?
Yep. Okay. This will be the amount of damage.
No damage. 3 to the 3. Oh, it's all the way over there.
Witches go focus just in case.
Arcane Vortex guy.
Yep.
This is top of 2. I was going to get to that here in a few moments.
But it's me.
Okay, and the reason I was going to get to it is because of the time. Now, we see that after top of 2, the attacker is down to 34 minutes on the clock and has made no attacks. Attacks take a lot of time, and so I expect that the majority, there's going to be a lot of time also spent on round 3. So if the game continues in this way, they're not going to have enough time to complete, but it may be that the armies are so small at that point that it doesn't take very long to complete a turn. Now, neither of the armies really have a very large model count, so the time might be okay.
So 10 in the quicksand.
Back down to 10 from quicksand.
All right. And I have no way to ignore quicksand.
I'm...
Peyton, would you mind reminding me the rules on quicksand?
Yeah, it's -2 speed. If you start in quicksand, this is not ignored by Pathfinder. Also, if you're knocked down while in quicksand, you take a point of damage.
Okay.
That's why I initially suspect the Hot Rock carriers were up there instead of running them solo or something. The flight will ignore it, but that's why they're talking about the threat range on the heavy there. While it is redlined, the quicksand's just going to get back down to its base threat range.
Yeah, I'm actually not. I'm not going to cut. This should be fine. We'll allocate 1 extra, I guess, and we'll keep Hellrod. We upkeep Vision for free. This goes away. This goes away.
Okay, so he has Vision on the Wastelander, it looks like.
I think we do this
which it means a shield guard that's vulnerable to damage is really powerful. Although there aren't a ton of guns outside of Invictus here. But negating the Invictus shot could be quite good.
We can walk 3 inches through terrain. Walk up to here.
Yep.
We're going to boost a hit.
Now, the onus is on player 2 here, or the defender, sorry, to take advantage of kind of the passiveness or whatever passiveness has been done by the attacker. So, like, there's this flag down here in the south. He should take advantage of just being able to score that with a unit, right? I'm not sure what he can do to contest the flag that the attacker has surrounded by that unit, also in the south. So he might not be able to really do anything other than just kind of trade points there. But I think you're right. Like, I think that 50 is very easily. If he can kill the Harrier with some sort of ranged attack and just hide behind the cloud to score that objective, I think he's going to be in a very good position.
Yeah, if he moves there centrally behind his caster, there's a 3-man unit of Bone Grinders. They are the guidance unit for Pharaoh. If they can walk to give guidance to Invictus, and Invictus can just shoot the Harrier to death, that'll be a huge shift.
Mat 6 up to Mat 7 with Sitting Vulture. So I got to be base to base.
Jaden, as far as the shooting on the top end, he was shot by a gun bore. It has a momentum gun. So he knocked down that Tyrant in the quicksand. And he's now going to activate the Racerback crew, which has a brutal damage POW 14 shot. This would be a 3 dice POW 14 going into it as well.
Does 4 more to the 4?
Let's take out his cortex.
All right.
And that took out the cortex, so he's knocked down with no cortex.
Let's go ahead and repo. We'll go there. We're going to Pharaoh Valkyries.
Yeah, I'm momentum guns. I am expecting to see a lot more of those. I know the trolls have some momentum guns. They're very good for knocking things off of scenario, and especially if you're not committed enough to the pieces or objectives or flags, then or 40s.
Only
then
12 natively.
yeah, you're gonna be surprised.
Having a little less good shield wall.
Brad, seeing the lack of guns from the Orga side, has committed Valkyries as his sacrificial unit to hold the 40. Keeping the Slaughterhousers to counterpunch for a later turn.
Yeah, so you'd have to Hunter's Mark. Warhawk's going to go. He's going to Ryo and run, I guess.
Interesting. So he doesn't look like he's going to go after the middle.
You do?
Doesn't look like he's going to go after that middle objective at all. This is a very conservative game.
He'll be there.
Yeah.
He's just chilling. All right, let's go with Targ.
I'm not sure, but did he already move the unit that's next to the the defender's 40? Like, are they even able to score that 40 right now?
That 3-man unit, yes, they're all. He measured them all at maximum 3 off that 40.
Okay, gotcha.
Shield good, right?
I missed that.
I don't recall if I measured that, so I think I might need to. Yep,
it's in, right?
Yeah, it is. It's good.
You took 3 damage, so you're on 2 health?
Yes.
So I need a boost of 10 from dice level 8. All right. I probably can't hide from a Hunter's Mark this turn.
Now, because that wall is part of the actual terrain and not a defense, it does not get eliminated from an 80 contacting. Is that correct?
That's correct. So the angle is going to be a little bit challenging to actually get the Invictus to land on over here.
Well, I guess my point is if the defender cozies up to that wall, he'll get the +2 defense over the wall. Oh, I guess he doesn't benefit from cover because it's an 80. Okay, never mind.
80s benefit from the in-combat bonus for fighting, making melee attacks over the wall. They do not benefit from cover specifically.
Gotcha.
Those
okay.
Are,
two different things.
Two different things, but he's only defense 9, so it goes to defense 11, and Invictus is still at 7, so he's still hitting a force.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just barely out. There we go. All right.
14 there.
Yeah, outside of 14. Shooting at the rock. We missed. We boost blast damage.
Yep.
Need a boost of 10.
Yes, sir. You got it. I believe.
Chance of 10 is slightly over 50% chance, I think.
Yep.
Got it. Nice. We'll kill a rock.
Okay.
There goes Invictus.
Doesn't matter. We're gonna take out the proxy.
Yep. Which is kind of what I was predicting, using Invictus to get rid of the Harrier so that you could score. Ideally, you want to commit something like a very low cost, like a light or something like that, just to be within 3 inches of that, so that way, you know, you get the point for cheap.
Yeah. Let's see.
But I don't even think he's going to do that. I think he's just trying to stay out of threat ranges.
We're just gonna drop him on the ground.
Yep. I think this is just going to be his plan is to just play a long grind. From looking at this turn.
Slaughterhousers will go again. Put a guy here. Here.
I guess he has been successful in the sense that he has sandpapered the Orgoth army a bit, in that he's put damage on the cohort model in the north, and he's removed the Harrier that was contesting the central objective.
Yeah, I'm going to check to see if the Orgoth player has put the fires out.
Magnus will run around to here. Just chilling.
If not, that Tyrant is basically doing nothing. Do the next turn. There is no put the fires out, and his Cortex was broken by the attack, so the Tyrant can move or make attacks, so it's not going to be able to be impactful for a significant portion of the game at this point, assuming he can just keep putting the momentum shots into it.
Right, and the other problem is, like, he kind of can't afford to move it in the quicksand, because until he puts another model in the quicksand to start scoring it, right? Like, it just becomes open. Now, I'll also make the point that neither player has opted to ambush in their ambush unit at this point.
Correct.
And I bring that up because that unit's value starts to, whenever you choose to ambush, it already kind of takes a hit in its value because it's not contributing to the game. So every turn that you leave it out of play, its value continues to go down, I believe.
Sturm will go. We're going to spend 3 for deflection.
He could, but he has no Cortex, so he can't get any focus.
Yeah. And since you have to shake during the control phase, there would be there's no way for him to get the focus by the time he would need to shake.
Well, does he have Old Faithful?
That's what I was checking. He does not. Or Old Faithful he might have.
Okay. If he has Old
he does
Faithful,
have Old Faithful.
Because he could repair the Cortex, get the focus, and then spend it, and then be okay.
And then he'd be okay. Yeah.
I guess we just want to maybe upkeep it next turn. We're going to spend 2. We're going to Polarity Shield the Battle Boar.
There we go. There's the Polarity Shield.
Polarity Shield there. We're down to 1. He's going to sit. Let's go with these guys.
As much as I defame Polarity Shield for it being useless now, it does seem like I am wrong in that. But
especially when you have a 20-point warjack, like the telling that model can't charge your contesting piece can be very powerful.
It can be, but my concern is more like, well, just because the cohort model can't charge doesn't mean that the infantry can't charge, doesn't mean that the war beasts can't charge, doesn't mean,
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. It's a very situational spell. It is powerful when that niche comes up.
Yeah. And I would assume that Butcher feeding on infantry certainly will be enough power to remove a lot of
or after I do my
models.
If you tell me when to do it, you can do it.
Okay.
I don't know the order, but whatever.
Yeah. I'm gonna ambush.
Okay. There we go. Now we got ambush coming in. Now I did not hear them do the scoring.
Single attack.
It looks like 2-2.
That's what it looks like up there to me. Yeah. Because we can't see the most southern part of the board, I'm assuming that unit down there is scoring that lower 40, and then the other unit in the north is scoring the upper 40. So
Yeah,
these two are being scored, and then this scored here, and then this scored up here. So there's, everybody's just scoring their own stuff so far. It's kind of on the attacker right now, I think, because they have the range inferior army, as crazy as that sounds. It's kind of on the attacker to engage, right? Because otherwise they're going to get sandpapered.
Otherwise, they're just going to get sandpapered. And also at a slight time disadvantage. Brad is at 36 minutes at the end of his turn 2.
Right.
What's dead can never die.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I can't really do
Player or the defender definitely took a less time to.
Is it 12-16? 12-16.
And so far as we've seen, he has not
He's outside of
activated.
12, but in 14, is that how that worked?
I'm definitely inside 14. I think I'm outside of 12.
That's what I was asking. I think you measured that, right?
Yeah.
He's like way in 12.
Way in?
Yeah.
I didn't even measure it. You're fine.
Okay.
I just measured the 10 to shoot you.
You sure?
Yep, it's good. I wanted to shoot you. It's all right. But
Okay.
I'm only range 10, so not a lot of flexibility.
So at this point, looks like measuring to see if the Rock Harriers can commit to kill the Gunbore and contest the 40.
Right.
I'm happy waiting.
That happens though, they're going to die to the slaughterhousers very
I hope they're
likely.
waiting.
And then
Very,
not
very
only
likely.
yeah, and not only that, but then now you have to move something else into the quicksand to continue to score it.
Focus allocation, not gonna allocate any
I'm very
focus.
interested to see, Grim, how Ursus plays now that he's kind of got a bit of a glow up from the new rules change. I've always been a fan of Butcher, even though he usually just murders my stuff. I still think he's a
War
cool
Witches go.
caster in the game, and I think the game is better off with him being in the mix than not.
Yeah, he's an iconic character for sure. So I'm really glad to see him starting to get a
I'll load this
competitive
guy up with focus.
traction a bit.
I'm assuming that's a feat
medium
token.
base, 10, fit through here.
Oh no, that's a
10?
base. Okay,
Yeah, cool.
that's odd that
His
he
turn.
would do that because I think he's
We're just
got
gonna wander up to there.
I think he's got tactician, so I don't know why he needs to measure it that closely.
Combat cord on this guy.
He's wanting to use combat coordination instead this turn.
Gives
Okay,
him a
gotcha.
reroll.
Okay, cool.
These
It
guys are
looks
gonna
like-
go. They're going to press forward.
And can you remind us what the what combat coordination does?
Yeah, that's it's can go on a single warrior model and it gives them a reroll and attack or damage roll during the turn. These guys are lower, or they're mat reasonable, mat 6 if they can get base to ace, they'll be mat 7. So they'll be hitting on 5s, but
Put it back here for now.
they also have crit pitch, so maybe just trying to fish for the crit in case he is unable to kill the unit.
Right.
So we'll see if this works. I'm sure there's a way to position it to where it works. Yeah, it's good. Easy. Use your money.
Defense 12.
All right, let's start with this guy. So he'll be a mat 7, so I need a 5. Hits. We could crit pitch. I don't think we will. Power 14.
Said 14?
Yeah.
Wait,
off
is it a additional die to hit?
It's 11 to 1.
Okay.
Second swing. It's power 14 off 2.
No, I'm curious what is giving him the additional dice.
This guy's charged.
Oh, do they have cavalry?
Hits. Yep. Off 2. 10 to 3.
I think he's dead. He had 8 left. We're going to take the Fury in.
Yes, they have the cavalry keyword.
On the
Okay.
lead.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
My apologies for not being as informed on Rock Harriers.
They're good. They were in the
They're
last
good.
matchup. You didn't see them, but yeah,
They
they
do.
they did a lot of work last matchup.
They're very good. I just last year after a full year of
5 boxes.
playing the Orgoth, didn't see them on the table at all, so don't have the experience quite yet.
True.
Yeah.
I think we won't attack.
Okay. Nigga, that Fury came in, so I'm on 3 now.
So you know what? We are going to take that attack. So we have the combat cord there. We might kill her.
Need a 7.
So we need 7. This
Try it again.
combat cord. We'll hit.
There you go. Dice off
14
3.
off 3. I'll 4.
All right, so number 1 is on 1 health.
Yep.
Vengeance is triggered.
We'll swing again.
Oh, sure. Hits.
All
All 3.
3.
Tough check. Tough check will fail. Vengeance still triggered.
They'll reposition. Butcher's going to advance. Right?
Yep.
All right, let's get our sticks out here.
Trying to make sure Butcher doesn't die to super fast Invictus.
Yeah. Good plan. It's one of the few things that actually can threaten Butcher.
These guys threaten 12.
Yep.
Looks like the slaughterhouses are about to do some slaughterhouser things next turn.
Yeah, they should kill all 3 rock carriers there.
Yeah.
Especially when combining with the vengeance swings off of the Valkyries.
Right.
Who will then be freed up to go and contest the either hold your 40 or contest the quicksand.
Right.
How high can you get his map?
8.
And that's with what?
And it's kind of like
rival.
you said that that Jack is kind of stuck where it's at. So its point contribution is not contributing any points, really.
Yeah.
He's just going to run. Outside of 15.
Okay.
Outside of 12. All day?
Yep.
Positioning Butcher aggressively, but outside of threat ranges to continue forcing the defender to play very cautiously.
Right. And there's no reason to feat because there's really not that many things that can make attacks.
Yeah.
Hyper aggressive or anything on her?
Overtake if I switch to Drang. And Bloodthirst.
We'll activate these guys.
Okay.
Here come the ambushers.
Which we can't see, unfortunately. I'm assuming they're going to be trying to contest at least.
Yeah. Looks like trying to make a couple attacks on the Wastelander.
Well, they're not going to be able to make attacks if they move.
Oh, true. Yep. Yeah. They ambushed in. Yep.
Yep.
So just contesting this turn.
Contesting, yeah. And anything that's left will be able to make attacks the following turn. But, you know, Invictus is sitting right there. And plus, you know what I mean? Like,
there's a unit of slaughterhousers that right behind that I think can pretty safely charge into here because there's not a lot out that can see them from that angle.
Right. This kind of comes back to the point I was trying to make earlier. Like that unit could have been there on the board already, right? And done the same job, except for they would have both been able to make attacks and contest instead of just now they're just basically gonna die, right?
Yeah.
We're just gonna stand there.
Okay.
So basically sacrificing that unit for a turn of contesting is all that's happening there.
Now they do have last word, so if the slaughterhouses do go into them, the slaughterhouses will lose a significant portion of their unit due to last word.
Oh, okay. So they get to make an attack even though they die. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, within 3.
Yep.
Okay, and then that's a lot more of a commit than he did last time. Just
the
curious to see why he put 3 focus on it, though.
That's the Arcane Vortex head tyrant.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so now he can just soak spells as needed. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Run.
Now he can put things within 3 if any spells come their way.
Now, granted, I don't think Sturm has a single offensive spell, but yeah, so no offensive spells unless they move to Drang, which has obliteration.
Can you make a bird noise for me?
Thank
you.
That was fantastic.
Oh, man.
Bring this bird back.
Yep.
Defensive measures there.
Next to a shield guard?
Yep.
Okay.
So outside of 15 there. He's just going to chill. He's going to run this
Also,
way.
say the attacker's Invictus has done nothing the entire game. He hasn't even shot anything.
Urcaen's going to go.
Yeah. But doesn't want to risk the chance to give the other Invictus vengeance.
Yeah, no, I get it. And right now, I think he's about to be up on scenario points, so I think it's kind of okay, right? Because he's going to score the middle. He's going to score
This guy's going to go.
the top flag. He's contesting the
Rich. When he fell
defender's
down, he was taking 1 more
top
damage
flag.
with quicksand.
And he's so he should go up what two or 3 points. So like
Yes.
there's no reason to take any more risks.
Sorry.
He
Now
should go.
it's going to be
I think it's going to be 4-2 unless he has another model to activate to put in the quicksand because he only has the 1 tyrant in it right
you're
now.
right. You're right. He's not going to score it unless he puts another model in there. Yeah, he's got that unit of something back there in between the wall and the tree.
I think those are the War Witches that he used to power up the tyrant, but I could be mistaken.
You're probably right. Well, maybe he's going to move something out. Oh, he's moved the tyrant. Still in the quicksand as far as I can tell. Yep, still in there.
That's a good point, Janan. He spent a lot of time in this turn and hasn't accomplished a ton.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. You're right. Like, he didn't put enough. That quicksand is kind of a waste, right? Like, he may as well just move the model out of there. If he, I guess he's preventing them from scoring it, but he didn't. He could have scored it. And if he would have scored it, now he's up 3-0, and now he's forcing his opponent to do something. Now the opponent can continue to just kind of like try to get back in the scenario and not has a whole nother turn, right?
Yep.
Terrain feature, or the objective, I should say, does a POW 14 magical blast damage roll to everything in it, and then it starts becoming worth 2 points.
Okay. Token on this one.
No. These are the only things with tokens.
Oh, I see. We'll do this one.
All right. Remove D3.
Yeah. 2.
It's going down to 3.
The center was the chosen objective to get the countdown tokens removed. It's down to 3, which means if it's selected again, it could explode.
We take in the 4. We knock that guy
But it's
over.
also the model that has the most ability to survive the blast currently. Yeah.
We're going to go the full 3, and I'm going to come back and be at 2. Look good?
Yep.
And only 1 inch melee, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be unengaged, so I can charge out when I want to. We'll take 2 swings. We're match 7. Need a 7?
Yeah.
First one,
Oh, sorry, need a 6.
then it hits. Defense 13?
Yeah.
Hits. Pow 12?
All 4.
All 4, you said?
Yep.
Good start. Does 3.
Yep.
Second one's hammer. Misses. All right, now with the Fury things. We pull in these 4. We go back to 7. We go to 5. He powers up. Let me decide what I'm doing real quick. I'm 11. So if I wanted to kill you, yep. Alternatively, I could just try to score. I'm gonna kill 2 birds. Keep one butcher this way.
Who'd you have again play, Grant?
Grant. Do I commit Invictus? How far do they charge with a hunter's mark?
13. I'm sorry, 12. They've reached 1. They do have Vengeance. You're probably not going to damage them, but
Maybe way out. Can I get that there? Let's see. 4. I have to move 12 total. If I TK and Energizer, I could be there. Puts me way outside of them. Will let me score the center. Assuming I kill him. Defensive stats are what?
12, 19.
Boxes?
32? Yeah, 32.
Pretty good stat
Is he
line.
a
12,
one
19,
failure too?
32 boxes.
1.
Yep.
I shoot the
Tyrants
rocket anyway,
are
too. That's
in a
me.
great spot for
He
value.
does have 1 shield guard.
Second?
He does have 1 shield guard.
No, yeah, but I can shoot anywhere because you're not engaging me, is what I'm saying. Do I commit Invictus and feet? I think I commit Invictus and feet. And if I'm doing this, it means I'm
I
also
think-
TKing. So I'm staying stern.
If he's gonna put
I gotta choose my
Invictus
options real
there,
quick.
like, doesn't he just
It does mean we're
lose
going to give
Invictus?
2 with
The only
heal.
yeah, so it
1
would
point.
force the feet.
hmm
Deflection's gone for now.
And
Ram's
the
gone
other
for now.
Invictus
We did Vengeance.
couldn't really
Um,
participate really because of the feet.
I may as well.
But Butcher plus the Rock Harriers could definitely
No, players
should
don't
definitely
do
kill
anything.
it.
Right.
So that's out of 15. Well, I'll keep the vision for free from actually. Oh no, I suck. I'm a, that's close.
Oh man.
Okay.
These things happen.
We're on 7. We're on 5. We're on this.
Like, if it was close and it had a huge impact, like, let's,
It doesn't have no.
yeah.
Because I'm going to be outside of assassination threats, really, and yeah.
I will say this is another trap
Keeping,
to
we're
be
down to 2.
careful of with ambushing models. The turn has already started,
So I want to
and
clear
player
those, so I
2,
wanna ambush.
the
Well,
defender, has not
I gotta kill 4
ambushed
idiots.
in their ambush unit yet
Slaughterhouse
either,
to come over and help.
Yeah.
right? Because it's easy to get
This
distracted
guy.
when you're playing the game and you have the mental load
Like,
to
here's
forget
this
that
if I
you
really
even
need
have your
to.
ambush models, right? So he's basically playing however
So I don't
much
want to ambush.
that.
Still.
Oh, okay. He just mentioned the ambush. Okay.
He's still in planning, I think, technically. But it's very easy
Let's see,
to
if I let you score
get
1
excited
for
about a
5,
turn and skip
I'm hoping
over
to-
the
I'm
ambush
hoping to score
step.
that at a minimum.
Right.
So at worst, it's 5-3, which is fine. So. Okay,
I don't know
let's
about
get
this
going.
plan.
Do you do anything?
He's gonna
guard?
lose in
You have to hide?
Invictus, I
He's
think,
hiding.
is if he does that, which is
I think you're fine
7.
where you're
You
at,
know,
and then if you live, you're not. But if you do,
probably
It
like a
is-
15 to 17
you're
point
still in control
loss.
range.
Yeah.
So let's go.
He will still
with
have 2 heavies
Invictus.
afterwards,
Magnus, always do that. We're
and
Energizer
which means
in.
he gets to win the heavy trade. Down the line, but he has to make sure the game goes that far for that to matter.
Right. And I don't know that the
Well, I need
game
the
will go
guidance
that
chip.
long.
Almost
If you
forgot
look at
that.
the 30 to 19 on the clock,
I got a guidance you.
Yeah.
Anyone else want guidance? Maybe you take a shot. Try and hit a bird. All right. Let's go with Val. Oh, not Valks. Bone grinders. Placing like this. Guidance. Let's do him now. He's going to aim, shoot this bird. I aim to a 7. I need a 6. That'll miss. Pal 7 on him. Gets to a 16 total.
16 off 9. So.
All right, no damage. You tried, buddy. Repo up behind the woods, I guess. I don't know. I think I need slaughterhouses to go next because I got to clear space over this way.
Yeah. So this is
All right.
another really important
Slaughterhouse,
thing
here you
you
go.
see
You can do
from
this one,
experienced
charge.
players
We're
is
charging here.
activating the important things that have to go right first, so you have backup, so you can pivot to correct them if things go wrong.
right. Well, and that it kind of like you almost also have to take your gunshots first, because once models get engaged,
This is
your
not the model.
gunshots
I gotta
go down
stop
in
thinking
value
it is.
significantly, right?
Yeah.
All right, we got an overkill on this first guy. This guy here to here.
Yep.
Matt 7s need 5s. 6s.
So
Not the box. 2 up.
with last
Well,
word,
hits.
you don't
Sorry,
have to
just
attack the
dead.
model that attacked you. Did
Takedown,
you?
if it matters.
You could theoretically
well,
attack models that haven't
12,
attacked
12,
yet.
12.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay. We'll do here to here.
Actually,
Hit skills.
do slaughterhouses have a way to ignore that?
Here
So
to
just pick up the
here.
model. Didn't make any attacks.
Yeah, I put him down to be 2. I could place further up if I need.
Yeah, I feel you. Just like look like a long 2. Okay,
The hill's
there you
fucking.
go.
Sorry about that. The hit. Little hit will kill that guy. And then I have last thing is-
Slaughterhouses have takedown, so they'll ignore
Hitting
the
top.
the last word.
Buddy.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, no.
Oh, dude. Ah, fuck me.
What?
Forgot these guys have last word. So I'll just do it on the last one.
The banner doesn't. You have intact?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's so stupid.
Unless the last word timing is different than I remember. I've not gotten to play against the single infantry from them yet.
13.
Do I get tough?
Pal 13.
Do I get tough
That
though?
was the hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Yeah.
Which guy?
Pick one. I don't care.
He falls down.
Okay. Oh, dude, bad mistake, man. I could have wrecked that whole unit.
So I am curious to know whether or not the last word actually happens.
So it happens on disabled,
Okay.
which is the same timing as takedown.
So the verdict is that they get it or they don't get it.
I believe they should get it because it's the same timing. You have to remove from play before the trigger happens for stop it.
Since I'm
Okay.
scoring, let's take a greed play here.
So they do
He's
get
gonna
it.
Charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna land here. We're Matt 7.
Yep.
Need a 6. Not in the box. Hits.
Yep.
Weapon Master Bajillion.
Okay. Our last word swing.
DF 14.
We hit a 14.
Wool Vision.
Yep.
He'll be dead.
This has been on my clock.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. But he'll die.
Yep.
And then we'll sprint.
Pathfinder, obviously.
Pathfinder, yep. And when we put him down, we checked we were within 10. So sprint to there. All right, so we're gonna score this. Now I can go with like tier 6. that's the wall, easy enough. So from behind the wall, you can't get me. But also,
How far does Butcher go?
He threatens 12 passively and has
that
Hunter's
one's
Mark.
line of sight is going to be kind of fucked.
So he kind of is in a pretty good position
so
to
it's really
actually
12
start
from
doing
this
real
one.
work by
And they can't move
himself
through
and
each other, right?
potentially
They're
even just try to get onto Sturm and Drang.
So it's only 12
Yeah.
from this one. All right.
There will
If
be
Sturm is
Go
not
with, like,
careful.
Fiercest next.
Yeah, there's no channeling this turn, assuming that Brad maintains his plan to defeat this turn.
That's true. Yeah, and no focus. Okay, yeah, so that's a big deal. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter for the channeling because when Butcher feats all the infantry, just going to
Base would
murder
be
everything.
there.
Yeah, he has a threat
He's
range, but
right there.
if he can't spend any focus, then it's he's only going to get what 1 or 2 attacks.
Right.
Does he have
The big thing is Butcher himself doing
All right,
work
let's go with
because
light tier
the feat
six.
only
Light
works
tier
on
six is
cohort.
going to
Oh,
Lucky
okay.
Penny for a corpse.
Oh, so
so
that's the
Bush-
case. Then yeah, Butcher
TK,
himself can definitely get it done.
To here.
Yeah, you just couldn't run the arc node to get the Hunter's Mark before he charges.
And then he is going to
So lock to that 12-inch threat range, unless Damien hits the Hunter's Mark.
put up Future Miasma.
Got some. Oh.
And he's just going to walk his 5 up into here.
Well, we need it on the other side.
So he's going to be there.
This is fine.
So Future
Slightly
Miasma
better because now we can see more of the board than we were able to see previously.
And outside of 14. I eyeballed that one. That was risky. Let's do this before. There's no reason not to. You said no vengeance? Correct. Yeah, no reason not to. Targ is going to go. Targ will stand back here. We'll ancillary attack with Invictus. We'll shoot a rocket. Rat 7. We hit. We'll take shield guard.
No more guns within reason, right?
Within reason, no.
Okay, shield guard.
We're going to shield guard?
Yep.
Armor?
17.
Off 2.
Impervious flesh.
Okay, off 2. Take 1. AoE 3.
It's pretty good shield guard on Impervious Flesh.
Yep. Armor 17 Impervious is a pretty good shield guard.
And your caster?
Okay.
So POW 8 here.
All right, all 6.
Does 3. POW 8.
On the bird is off 8, so 4.
Does 4 to him, sure. And then your caster? Probably fine?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, but we did the things. We did that. We did this. Invictus time, he can now charge for free. We have guidance. We can see you.
Yep.
We're going to charge to there. We'll charge with the flail. 5 to hit.
Yeah.
Flail's going to hit.
Yep.
So crit, pound 19, dice damage.
Yep.
Doing 7 to the 4th.
Got it.
We'll take
That grid is so good.
Saw attack.
How many boxes that is?
Misses. We'll take the flamethrower into him. Misses. We'll take the rocket shot. I don't have pistol. We're going to shoot him.
Okay.
To hit, need a 7. We'll miss. Blast damage. Gets to a nothing. We're going to go ahead. His focus is back here. Buy a flail.
Yep.
Hits, no knockdown.
Yep.
Does 4 to the 2.
Okay.
Buy a flail. Hits, barely.
I thought I was knocked down.
I haven't, no, I didn't crit.
Oh, okay.
Nope. 7 to the 6. And my last possible buy. Hits and no crit. Does 8 to the 4.
That's brutal.
Yep, and he didn't even kill the jack.
Got it. Movement's still up.
Yeah, only did 7 damage on the dice even charge, and then rolled several other below average damage rolls there.
Remember, like average rolls is only a 50% chance to do it. So if you're on average kill something, then that means half the time you don't, right?
Yep.
So you know.
What's he alive on?
1, 2, 3, 6.
Movement still in?
Yep.
So yeah, that guy's doing work just by surviving.
I throw
So
in
now
50
if
after bad here?
he
I
gets to
don't know.
take Invictus off and he didn't even lose the Tyrant, that's pretty good.
Yep.
I'm going to go for it. I want to try and kill him. Charge an 8.
Yeah, you kind of almost have to.
We land here.
I don't know that that's
Place
in
down a
for.
friend.
Oh,
No, just make sure that pig lady's in.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't know that he's in. He's out,
Okay,
I think.
not the right angle. There we go.
Okay.
There. Match 7 needs a
Yeah.
5.
They had measured the 10 before it was in.
Okay,
Just
gotcha.
tried to double check the
Pound
angle.
12, dice off
Okay,
7.
fair.
Yep.
I thought it was odd that they didn't pre-measure
Does
that,
3 to the 3.
but I guess they had,
Last
and I
one's
just
charged.
forgot.
Hits. Off 7.
Do 10.
We'll do it. Don't know what that is.
Okay, there we go. He got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of had to happen.
Yeah.
All right, so we're scoring at least 2.
So now Butcher gets at
Thank you,
least
yes.
2 blood
Here's
quench.
the time to send models.
Yeah.
So they can only charge 6 because of the terrain.
Oh, I thought all
That doesn't
big
matter.
models had
Bumped
amphibious.
the fuck out of that guy, but I was like, that's
No, that's trolls.
Trolls. Yeah. Okay, you're right. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking trolls.
They do have a 2-point solo in faction they can hand out Pathfinder, but I don't believe that was in this list.
okay.
They
so
might
getting
not
here
kill
first.
that rock to the
Needs
north.
6s. We're gonna hit.
I mean,
The
I know
one
they
that-
don't have
This
to
is a pound
technically, but
12.
Yeah.
Weapon master charge if you're damaged. That'll kill that guy.
Very much so.
Here to here.
Yep.
Hits. Armor
16.
off 4. Does 6.
okay, I got it.
Here to here.
3 shots at 6 here.
Hits. Off 4. We'll kill. Scoring 3 right now. Sturm and Drang are going to go. We'll spend 2 to re-put up.
And if the defender scores here 3, they'll actually be +1 on them. But if had the attacker put another model in that quicksand, it would have only brought
We'll
them back
spend
to
2 to
even. So it's very interesting how the game flows too, because it's like on a given turn you may feel like you're up or down, and then you know what I mean, and then it's like
Yeah.
once models start coming off the table, you know what I mean. It's not as clear
It shifts.
cut as you think, you know, because like Butcher still has a lot of power left in that feat to remove models from the table. The problem here though is once again the model count of the list, really on both sides, is pretty low. It's slightly better on the defender side, and I think that
Spend
is
3 for deflection.
going to be kind of
Win
an
a feat.
advantage that's I don't want to say decisive, but certainly an advantage
we're
of
gonna
having
run.
the availability of attacks to kind of outlast.
So what does it prevent Butcher from doing? Casting spells?
No, you can cast spells. You can't channel, so your arc node, wherever he is off. You can arc node if you're not within 14 of me.
Got it.
But I'll be outside of 14.
Yep.
Yes, but looks like inside 14
So
on
let's see, how else
Invictus.
would you get to me? I don't think you would, right? Like that's outside of 15 of Invictus.
Right. I mean,
Okay.
Butcher's going to have to
Feet
kill
on 2,
Invictus
deflection.
himself
Future Rad is
without
there.
maybe
No
of some
Ron is
Harriers.
here. Deflection, we're
I'm
done.
assuming he can give himself the feat,
Let's go
right?
with the
You can,
Battle
yeah.
War.
Yeah.
Battle Wars is going to go ahead and run.
I don't know about this. How many models are you going to give Butcher to kill?
Warhog's going to Ryle and run.
Now, Butcher is not steady, so I'm not sure how much I would be willing to risk on Butcher himself killing Invictus. Because Invictus has retaliatory strike, correct?
I do not know.
I'll run outside of 14.
Maybe he does. I think maybe that got
I'm gonna
changed.
pause.
Nope,
think
he
he got
still has,
something else.
he still has retaliatory strike. So he still has the chance for the crit knockdown off the first as soon as Butcher makes an attack.
Nope, it's gonna be on one token. Now we do scoring. I score 3.
Not reliable, but I'm not sure I'd be willing to risk it as the Butcher player.
Well, but he has to take Invictus, and I don't know that I would rely on my infantry to do it on their own, even with the additional die. The other bad thing that Butcher has is the only thing that is, like, in theory, the only thing that he has that's really close enough to contest that 40, the Defender's 40, is Butcher himself, who can't contest. But it's like kind of the only model close enough, so that's kind of a big problem. Well, it's not a huge problem, I guess. It's not like he's losing the game by enough that it's going to matter, but the following turn, it might be a win pressure.
The Warwitch Coven that are the 3-man that are on the top half could probably run to contest.
All right, so cohort models cannot spend in this control.
Second?
Cohort models cannot spend in this control.
Nope. Or be channeled through.
On that last comment we just got in, the Tyrant in the Quicksand is still out Cortex, so we can't run. Right?
Yeah, he might not have been here for that part of the game.
Yeah, so it getting, I don't think it has the distance to actually get to that objective.
Yeah, he's not within 14 right now, so he can still get allocated, but as soon as he comes in,
can you take that away for me?
Oh, sorry about that, but
no fire, nothing like that. We're gonna pop Old Faithful this turn.
Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Yeah, probably should have been done last turn.
And it's done before focus, so you would get focus too.
So now he would be able to do it. Bad news is, though, he's still in the quicksand, so he's still -2 speed.
He's still redlined, so he's back to base. So he threatens 10 before Hunter's Mark. So
that is within 10.
That's super cool. Okay.
Sure.
He is, but it's barely. I don't know that he can actually get the base through Butcher without Tactician, and to deal with the whatever that Gobber guy is between Invictus and it. Plus, you're not going to be able to buy attacks because you can't spend. So
okay,
if he can go 10, it might be better to actually just engage the Slaughterhousers and contest that 40.
I'm just hoping I made it interesting.
Oh yeah, dude. This game's awesome, I think. I'm having a blast. Are you?
I'm having a blasty blast.
All right, these guys are going to run. It doesn't matter if they have Pathfinder. So, you agree, like, easily can go in that?
Or which Coven are going to just hold his flag for him?
Yep, they probably should have done that a turn ago. Or at least one of them should have gotten over there to at least get that extra point. It really makes a big difference.
Yep. Well, he also didn't even have to contest that flag because he couldn't threaten to score it, so it would have been 2 points.
Hello, wife.
Gotcha. Yeah, and 2
What's
points.
Your name, Steven?
Yeah.
The worst.
We're going to go with Butcher.
Looks like Butcher is going to the Slaughterhousers instead.
Well, I guess you're getting blood quenched up, which that makes sense. I mean, he can get a lot of blood quench there, and he can score the 40, right? Because he can do that.
He's the leader.
Yeah.
That could be a huge swing if he can clear the Wastelander and Invictus and the Battle Boar. He'll score 4.
Yeah.
That's some good pitch.
Doing the battle
He
board
needs to
seems
feed first,
challenging.
right, before he moves.
That guy with the rock
If he's feeding this turn, yeah.
Is this guy within 3?
Yeah.
Well, how's he going to clear Invictus if he doesn't feed?
No, but not
That's
All right, is that
very
guy
true.
too?
I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if you know, if the jacks could spend, but they can't. So the only things that can do anything is, yeah.
from that spot. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, we're going to butcher. He's going to feed. Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
We'll get D3 plus 2. We'll get 5.
What's that do again?
Weapon.
Famous last words against a butcher player. What's that feat do again?
So we're going to pick all the rocks.
Nothing. It does nothing.
Make sure this guy's within 12. Looks pretty good.
What's the POW on the rocks?
One moment. Let me double check that.
And we'll do this guy.
14. 2 attacks
14.
apiece.
14 Weapon Master. Oh, they might be able to clear Invictus by themselves. 14 Weapon Master on the charge, followed by a 3 dice POW 14. That's quite a bit. Although Invictus is the 22 currently. So 22, so your dice off.
Dice off 8. And one of them likely loses their second attack to the retaliatory.
Yeah, that's true.
Berserker to the other guy. Kills.
Yeah, good point. 12 minutes left on the clock. It's true. There's not a lot of models left, though.
Defense 11.
Got it. Then he'll overtake 1.
Yep.
I think he needs to buy an attack on that guy.
You don't get the berserk of a blood boon. I think you do.
I think I do. Yeah.
Yeah, you get a free one. Yep.
One of the things I love about Warmachine players is such good,
Yep, you're good.
good sportsmanship. You know, reminding each other of rules, even if they're not beneficial to themselves, right?
Goodbye.
Yep, so Butcher looks like he'll be able to score that.
I got it. You're dead.
Butcher doing Butcher things here.
Yep. He's got like 5 blood quench for that, so he's pretty solid.
The 14,
But he still has to
23.
Yeah. 14 to 23 is the armor. Is 23.
Yeah.
Dice off 9. So your average on the charge is only 5 damage on the charge. So 5 times 3 or 5 times 4 is not going to be enough. Even with a 3 dice follow-up POW 14 dice off 8, you're only talking about another 6 damage on top of that. They should probably not kill with just the Harriers. If they're going to need more than that to do it.
Yeah. Invictus and the Tyrant can try to finish it. They'd only get the 1 attack apiece, probably. But
I don't think Invictus can get there.
Charge. Can I land on the other side of these guys?
If you're
You would need Hunter's Mark, I think. Right?
Yeah, I can't tell from the board state because I guess he only threatens 11 baseline.
And he can't charge.
He has aggressive now, so he can charge for free, right?
Okay. Yeah. No, actually, and Hunter's Mark would also give a free charge, right? So.
Yeah.
Although I don't know that he's going to have a place to land.
These guys all have Repo 3, so they can get out of the way here.
Yep. I always forget that about those rocks. They're very good. Those rocks are pretty good.
Yep.
I don't know what that's all about. He said contesting. I don't know that that's even something that needs to be worried about. Yeah, there we go. Get that attack in there.
Death 11.
Hits.
POW 14 off 8.
Off 8, yep.
6 times 3 is 18.
3 to 6.
3 to 6, put it to me. feel like this is as good a time as ever. I'm going to take my retaliatory strike.
Okay.
So I'll do the flail to hit. It'll hit. Pound 19 on him. Just dead.
Yep. All right.
All right, that guy's charged. Hits off 8.
Off 8.
6 to 5.
You got it.
Second swing. Hits.
Off 8, 3 dice.
Yep.
2.
2 to the 1. Last guy's charged.
Okay.
Hits.
10, 15, 7.
5, 6, 7 to 1. Second swing. Hits, I think.
Yeah, I'm defense 9.
Off 8. No. They'll repo.
Yeah. That was a little bit below average, but not a lot below average. And yeah, losing that extra 3 dice attack is probably another 2 or 3 damage that didn't make it through, right?
Yep. And this rock here contests, so the Bone Grinders can't run and take the objective from Butcher.
Yep, looks good.
Well, they wouldn't be able to run and score on it, but Butcher was still
Leaders don't contest, so the
Right,
Bone
but they-
Grinders could run and score it
right.
if the rock carrier wasn't there.
Rodnick's gonna go, so
Right.
he can charge 11.
Okay. He's going to come fuck me up too?
He is dispelled.
I don't even know who that is.
It's
So I got to hit
one of
defense 9.
the
9.
Orgoth support pieces. He has auto dispel on his melee weapon, so he's just trying to get rid of Hell Rock.
12. So
Gotcha.
Off 8.
Off 8.
I took away the token.
Hellrock gone.
All right. So he's gonna charge.
Okay, so that's good. Maybe he should have. Well,
Yep.
I guess he maybe couldn't fit in there too good. So yeah, now the math gets a lot better, right? No Hellrot.
Yep.
That's a great dispel. That's funny. Pal 14.
Dice off 6.
What's off 6?
8 to
8
a
to
5.
5.
Okay. Still alive.
Second swing. It's Pal 10 off 10.
Off 10.
All right, Tyrant's gonna go. He can charge 8 because of Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
He might get it with the Tyrant
Does that look good, buddy?
Looks great.
now that he doesn't have the Hellrot and it just his
I don't like
initials,
it,
right?
but I respect it.
So 1 to charge.
Defense is still a 9.
It's Pal 18.
Dice off 2. He
Dead.
explodes.
Super dead.
Goodbye.
All right, these guys are
The
gonna
bad news is I don't think he has any pieces
who's
that
shooting first?
actually is
Death
that
is
Harrier?
16.
Is that what that is?
So we
Oh no, that's a
are
rock.
up to an 8.
Actually, do you
Okay.
have blessed on the
Yeah,
gun?
so the rock.
We do.
Nothing actually scores that though. He just prevented it from
All
being
right. Armor
scored.
13. Yeah, armor 13.
Let me confirm all this for you, so I'm not cheating. Yeah, blessed and rat 6 up to an 8. So we hit. Armor.
13.
Pal 13.
So now he'll be able to score that flag again.
What is she doing melee? Anything good?
This one?
Yeah.
4 initials. Has Grievous. Cast spells. That's neat stuff.
It's pretty good.
He's gonna run.
Okay.
There we go. All right, that makes sense. All right, now he's going to be able to score that. Okay.
No, he's still contested by the Battle Boar.
Oh, is he?
Within 3?
I think
Yeah,
so.
that's why the Battle Boar
Okay.
ran last turn, was to
Gotcha.
put a second contesting model. I'm not sure if he remembers that, but Brad did pre-measure that the Battle Boar was within 3.
There.
Fair.
Yep.
Pound that guy.
Defense 13.
Defense 15.
13.
We hit.
Armor 17.
Pal 13. All 4. Kills.
Which one?
Oh, I forgot about those two guys over there.
You know what's tough?
Not on your feet.
Right. That guy's second swing. Yes.
Miss a 13.
He was within 3, right?
Second.
He was within 3 there, right?
He is.
So I don't have to feel bad. Get him within 10. All right, buddy, pause, pass to you. All right, hold on.
And now scoring, right? So now they're going to go 2, 3, and then he's going to.
There, swinging the knockout guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
auto hit,
okay.
auto
Now
hit,
he's
power
contesting. Okay, gotcha.
bounces.
All right.
Second
I
swing.
thought all the slaughterhouses were, or all the ambushers were dead,
All
but
right,
I guess
pause, pass to you.
due to limitations of the camera,
So
where we
no one
didn't
scores the
see
center.
that.
So you need to randomize where it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll let you roll.
Low, high.
Oh, it'd be bad if 3 get
This is
taken
gonna
off
be
the
0.
middle,
So now some
because
weird
all
shit
those
happens.
things take about
Everything in
14.
this AoE is going to take a PAL 14. So everything within 3. So I'll roll on your stuff. What is his armor?
And we can do this off clock, right?
Yeah, it's all part of the scenario.
Sorry, looking. Armor 14.
Dice damage on Kravnik. He takes 7.
Oh, that sucks.
The Rock, armor 16.
Yeah.
Dice off 2. Kills the Rock. This guy, what's his armor?
17.
Off 3. Does 4 to the 6.
4 to the 6.
Off 8 on Invictus. Does nothing. And then my guy can roll dice off 5. Oh, no, sorry, dice off 3. Okay. And I think that's everyone that's within 3, right?
The boar. They didn't do the boar.
That was what Rich just rolled.
Oh, I thought he rolled
So
on.
now
Oh,
we
I guess
scored
the
2,
the little
but no one
gobber
scores
dude or
it.
whatever is
So
out.
the actual points are being scored are 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So we go to 7 to my 5.
Yep. Ready?
Hold 1 second. Let me just write it. 7 to 5. You went first, so this is top 4. All right, there you go. I don't know what part of the turn's supposed to be. I'm going to ambush now and then do everything else. Is that cool?
Yeah, you're fine, dude. Is my shit in the way back here?
A little bit. What's their defensive stats?
14.
Do they have stealth?
They do. No, they don't. I'm sorry, they don't. 14.
So you might be able to kill that
They have
one.
one box?
Yes.
You might be able to kill that one, and prevent him from scoring there.
Yeah. He's in range to shoot. He definitely is in range to walk. I'm unsure which one he's going to go for.
Guy.
Okay.
Now we'll do Fury things. We take in the 5 we have out. We had 2, so we go back to 7. This goes away. We'll upkeep. Well, hold on. Am I switching to Drang?
No matter what happens, dude, fun game.
Yeah, this
I
is,
agree.
ended
I
up being a
think
much
it's
better
right. So
game
vision
than I
goes away.
was going to initially give it credit
Well,
for.
actually, you know what?
There's a lot
Let's
of
go for it.
caginess in the first few turns,
So,
and 3 minutes on the clock doesn't really give you a lot of opportunity to do much more than just flip the clock back over to your opponent.
Yeah.
But once again, there's not a lot of models left on the table either, so you might not need that much time.
yeah, I think I'm going to try and kill the center. Within reason. So we're going to switch to Drang. Magnus goes to 5 still. Just want to check something real quick.
Are we daisy chaining revives? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
He's measuring to see if he can walk, place 1 model contesting the 40, and place 2 models holding his 40 and make an attack against the assault, strike
You
reaper.
walk that
Gotcha.
far. Nope, doesn't work.
All right, good plan.
Just fuck contestant. No.
I'm telling you, man, those 2 points I think would be a big difference in this game right now for the attacker. Like if he was up 2 more points, he would be up more than it'd be. What is it?
Okay.
7 to 5 right now, so it would be
Let's
9
get
to
going.
5, right? So,
So
now
let's do
he would
this
have
first. Let's make sure this works.
the defender would have to
He's
be
gonna
very
stack his
concerned about.
attack.
Yeah, would have to
We'll
score
all
net
go up on a
2 this
hill.
turn.
Stay
Yeah.
within an inch. Just make sure we don't lose attacks. They'll all be up on the hill. We have 4 attacks. We need a 6. We miss. Second one. It'll hit. Pal 12. You get to make your thing.
We'll swing on someone who hasn't swung yet. It's
We
11.
have 4. No.
Oh my god.
All right, we'll kill that guy. He's in the cloud. I can see around the cloud. Okay. Let's go with this guy. We're going to cast Killing Ground. And then I think we just want to kill the center. So we're going to double Primal. Is that wrong? I don't know.
But it sure is fun.
I'm not sure what his plan to kill Invictus is going to be.
It's 4 pound 19, so I'm
And then
assuming using
Drang.
blessings with Latursis. And then he's Fury 4 on top of that with a free charge.
Okay.
Drang's going to run to over here.
Run to safety.
He'll be on 2. Yeah, on 2 there. Okay. Let's go with him next. He's going to go ahead and charge. Charge it for free. We're going to charge
The rock or the jack?
the rock. Yeah, control range is still good. We charge for free from Killing Ground. We will boost to hit. We are mat 5.
Need 8.
We'll hit. This is power 11.
Okay. All 5.
We'll kill. We'll overtake just to get to here. No, that's fine. We're just going to swing my second initial into the Tyrant to hit. So I hit an 11.
No. 12.
Okay. He's going to be done. I didn't mean to engage you. Oh, well. Before I engage anything else, then
He forgot to make his ranged attacks, that's why.
this Feral Valkyrie is going to walk. I'm engaged by those. I don't think I was engaged. Was he 2-inch melee?
1 inch.
I don't think I was engaged by him. So I'm just going to stay engaged by everyone. We're just going to go over here. We'll swing at him, I guess, just to do it. We hit.
I'm an 11.
Pal 12. Can't hurt you.
No.
Okay.
If you rolled a 6, you could, but
No. Sorry, we're trying to get out of the way. He only walks 2 into terrain. He's going to take a gunshot into the Jackal.
okay.
Defense.
12.
He has 7. He'll hit.
He'll shield guard.
All right. Armor.
17 impervious.
So dice off 3. We do 6 to him.
All right, he's on 1.
Blast damage. Dice off 8 on me. No. Armor
17.
off 10. No. He's just gonna go and repo fully into the terrain. I'm gonna go bone grinders. We're gonna go and run. These guys are gonna aim. They're not gonna move. They're gonna start throwing grenades. All 5 are in range of him. I'm rat 5, so I don't get to aim. Defense. Try to hit. First one hits. Pal 12 on that model.
Off 2.
Off 2, and it's gonna blast damage. But off 2 on the first one will kill. And then it's a Pal, I believe 8 here, but I'll double check.
All 6.
Off 6 will kill. Let me just confirm it's Pal 8.
Well, you rolled boxcars, so
Pal 8. Okay. Let's go with this guy. going to walk up to right there. He's going to boost a rocket to hit into the jackal.
Yep.
Rat to 6. We'll hit.
Yep.
We'll boost the damage on the jackal.
17.
Dice off.
3. I think it's about 14.
I know his range 14. Is he a 14-14?
That is a big number.
He's a 14-14. Yep. So off 3. I do 7 to the 1.
Got it.
We'll boost blast damage. Here it's a POW 8.
Okay, so off 9.
See if we get lucky. We will.
Okay, he's knocked down and stands there.
Okay. And
He's got inhuman resolve.
he heals if I kill warriors.
Yes.
Okay. Blast damage on the guy.
That guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's go with Lytirsis. Lytirsis is going to charge for free. He gets to charge 10.
Pathfinder, obviously.
Killing ground. I get Pathfinder charge. Charge to here. We're gonna
Invictus, I
yeah, yep. We're gonna be charging with the.
Yep.
Let's charge with the cleaver. We'll play blessing.
Yep.
Matt is an 8 from primal. We hit. This is a power 19 from primal.
Off 1.
We're doing 7 to the 3.
Okay, you can clock it to me so I can do my retaliate.
Yep.
Miss.
Yeah, you need a 5. We'll do the punching spike. It'll hit. This is power 17, so off 3.
Yep.
Does 3 to the 3. We'll do the first gore. It hits. This is POW 16, so off 4. Does 5 to the 4. Last gore. Hits, no crit, off 4. Does 3 more to the 2. I'm sorry, 3 to the 4. We will buy a cleaver. They hit. These are dice off 1. Does 5 to the 5. We buy a cleaver. It hits off 1. Does 5 to the 3. We buy a cleaver. It hits off 1. Does 6 to the 4.
Got him.
And so that's got to be getting pretty close now.
Yeah.
I'm just attacking. I'll leave him open as a transfer target. Is he contesting here?
No.
No? Okay.
No, it's only 3 inches.
Yeah. He's going to charge. We're charging the jackal. The 10 is put down with the stick. So we're going to go there. I think that's within an inch. Yeah, so we're going to charge with the gore. Matt 8.
Yep.
Hits, no crit. We're dialing for strength. It'll be POW 19.
Plus 2.
That's 11, 13, 15 to the 4.
I guess him.
Okay. We're going to overtake an inch. Oh, I'm not within 3. And I can't kill him?
No.
I should have checked if I was within 3.
You know, what'd be really good right now? A slam gun. Or I guess before he got knocked down.
We're going to leave the base. Put him all the way over here. This much damage. 2 damage to the 4. All right, I'm going to pause.
Yep.
You score 1, so you're going to go to 8.
Yep.
I control the center, so I'm going to choose this to go down. Goes down by D3. Goes down by 1 more. It's going to be on 3. Okay, so you're going to go to 8. I'm scoring 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go up to 9. So 9 to 8 onto your top of 5. Ready?
Yep.
Man, talk about coming down to the wire.
Yeah.
He's dead now, right?
Yeah. power up on that feller.
So now he dies
Nothing
with
else.
enough time to not to contest, but right? Is that how that works?
Yeah, at the start of your turn, if he's still disabled, he
Walk to
is
there.
removed from
Yep. We'll
he's
allocate.
removed from the table.
That's pretty good.
But he wasn't within 3 to contest previously.
Oh.
Walk to there.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Give himself combat coordination.
Okay.
Shoot at that nerd.
Def 13.
Miss.
Okay.
Reroll. It's
Armor.
12.
That's just a tough check. Which will fail. Which model?
This one.
Okay.
This guy will run.
I'm gonna fix them since I just banged them all around.
Yep, he's gonna run to there. Tyrant's gonna go.
Okay.
He's going to advance. Yeah, within 3 is the attempt there.
Yep.
Looks good. Thresher.
Okay. Where do you want to Def 13.
That's a pretty good thresher.
Okay. Def 12.
F12. Miss.
Def 12.
Miss.
Yeah, time's gonna run out before he can do anything.
Powie team.
Oh, sure. Dice. The tough check fails.
Okay. By swing.
Did you hit here?
I did. I hit. Powie 18.
Yeah, dice plus 1.
10 to 4.
10 to 4.
By swing on this heavy. Hits.
Yikes.
Powie team.
Dice off.
5 to 1. 5 hits. Off 1. 6 to 2. And we'll buy our last. We'll hit. Off 1. Does 5 to 5.
Warhog is alive with 12 health. Mind is out.
Okay. Butcher's gonna go. He's gonna walk up to there. Swing at that guy.
Def 13.
Hits. Kills. Can you overtake?
Do you just have Grievous?
No, sorry, tough.
Okay, let's. Fails. Okay.
Am I into that guy?
Yep.
Berserk.
Nope.
And Berserk. 9-13.
Passes, knockdown.
Okay. By swing. Goes. That's all I got. Pause. That's Steve.
Okay, let's do some scoring.
Yep. Might
So
even be game over.
You score 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
I score 1.
Yep.
So 10, 11, 10. 11 for you. 10 for me. Okay, over to me.
Yep.
All right, easy things. Has to frenzy. We're gonna go right into the big guy.
Yep.
My mind is out, so I get 2 dice to hit. We're gonna attack with a cleaver. It'll hit. It's a PAL A16.
Off 3.
I do 9 to the 4. Okay. He has to frenzy. He has to frenzy into the Warhog. He goes to there. 3 dice to hit. He'll hit. This is PAL 17, so off 2. 11 to the 2.
Wow, leaves him on 1. He had 12 health before.
He's on 1.
Brutal.
No, it's funny.
I also Grievous him with my cleaver.
We can't even heal it.
I was taking these 4, and I have a dead Warbeast to go back up to 7. Then we go to 5 here. On this guy. Let's go with Commandos. Walk 5. Place some guys in. Let's throw some grenades. See if we get lucky. So actually, let's make sure I have everyone within range 6 of someone. There we go. All right, so grenade here to here.
Okay.
Rat 5.
Defense 13.
No. Blast is
Oh, we have a random Alex
Off 9.
coming back
Take
onto the
nothing.
stream.
This one here to here. Will hit. PAL 12 on him.
Off 5.
Take 1. We'll keep throwing the same guy.
Hey, fellas, thanks for holding down the fort.
Yep, you came back just to the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we're at the thrilling conclusion here.
Yeah. Your mic's
27 seconds on clock. This has been a barn burner.
Misses. Pal 8 on him.
Well, most of the time got shaved in the beginning of the game on positioning, so probably the real action didn't start until each player is down to about
30 minutes. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's go with the battle boar.
So Brad's just making sure he doesn't fall behind on points, and then he's already ahead with 27 seconds. 3 models contesting, 4 models contesting, 5 models contesting, 6 models including a heavy and a light. This is looking pretty good for him, unless we see the world's fastest assassination run.
I agree. Those are some nice looking command cards.
Matt 7, 11.
Nope, missed by 1.
We'll just buy one more swing. I don't need him as a transfer target. Hits exactly on 12.
Yes.
Yep. I can't boost this. Dice off 6 now. Pal 13, no damage.
That boar is on 1, just so you know.
Up on the base.
Oh, the battle boar.
He has one box.
Wow.
It got
No, he's just gonna aim.
Killed.
He's gonna aim. He can do what he needs to later.
By its own
he's
model there.
Hit, shooting the guy.
Okay.
On frenzy because he probably had the primal.
That'll hit.
Yep.
We'll boost the damage on him. Pal 14. All 5.
Yeah, I saw. I was able to spectate
3 to the 1.
Lay Tiersis going in on Invictus.
Let's go with these guys. They're gonna run.
Oh, there's more of the time-consuming run to contest. It is with this many models still on the board. It's gonna eat just too much time to come back on points, I think.
Targ is gonna come behind this wall. I'm gonna pause.
Yep. we're down to just over a minute combined on clock.
Yeah.
It looks like Brad is in the position to take it here because he's still making points.
Well, they're kind of both still making. I mean, Butcher can kill a model and make points, but yeah, he can't. He'll continue to go down points. Yeah.
Hits. Yep. Top 16.
Passes knocked down.
By kill. He'll just overtake or reposition it there. He's going to swing there. Mine is left arm is out, so we hit and we missed a 9. Magnus is going to go. He's going to fire a rocket at that guy.
Rich.
And there it is. Yep. Clock out, and that is a win for Pigs.
Yep. That was a very good game. It ended up being a very good game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very interesting. The way the positioning worked out for the Invictuses and how that all went.
Yeah, this seemed like a wild game, especially that mid game once they both started getting stuck in.
Yeah, there was some points that were missed by the Orgoth player in that quicksand, and I think that would have made the difference. I mean, yeah, because it would have been, I think, 2 more points, and so now I think the onus would have been on the Pigs player to have to commit harder. So yeah, but there's a lot of things going on the board, as we've said. It's difficult to make all the decisions, and like I said, the model count being what it is in this in both of these armies being so little, it really overtaxes their ability to kind of score all the different zones, right? Like, I think you kind of need to have almost a minimum model count, which, while I like the true mercenaries, it does eat up a lot of points.
Right. Yeah. It is a fifth of your available points on 2 models, which is a big ask.
Yeah.
And been within 3. Then I'm scoring 2 in the
yeah,
center,
Peyton, as somebody who got to sit through the whole thing, any thoughts from you on how this played out?
I was interested on the choices made on caster selection. I personally had assumed that it was going to be Kishtar Sturm initially. I was interested to see Butcher come in, and it was a very interesting game in the long run. The Exequators basically didn't get to do anything all game.
Right. It looked like they were just babysitting the whole time. Whoops.
Yeah, they did eventually kill the Wastelander, who had sprinted to contest their objective. But a 8-point character unit making one attack roll the entire game feels challenging to get value from them in that case. And then, like Keith was talking about earlier, there was a turn which I think he spent the Warwitch Coven to load up the Arcane Vortex Heavy. And instead, they could have easily run to the Quicksand. And because they didn't, he was down a point on his turn, and Brad didn't have to waste any resources contesting that objective.
Right.
But,
yeah. When it's just wide open and sitting.
Yeah. He had a heavy in the Quicksand, so it wasn't free to grab, but it wasn't scoring any points. So
right. Yeah.
No use wasting resources.
Right. And because he didn't have to make that commitment, it kind of allowed him not to have to lose those models either on subsequent turns, right? Because as soon as he has to commit to it, then they're easily taken off the table because they end up being overextended.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna rewatch this one because when I was able to poke my head in and see where we were at, momentarily, it looks like this is a model game for clock management, for micro resource positioning. Like, I think this is definitely one that is going to bear a rewatch, definitely from me, just to see what I can pick up there. And it was interesting watching Brad do gentle slides of his army to maintain the threat distances and so on and so forth, seemingly abandoning areas of the board but always having a plan to be back in it.
Well, so something that I took away from this game, which I kind of think is interesting, in a low model count army, you get the value of having higher value attacks and therefore making less attacks per turn, which takes less time off of your clock. But you kind of lose that time back in having to position very carefully so that those models don't die as easily, right? Like, because every model is worth so much more points, as soon as they start coming off the table, it's a bigger impact on your force. Whereas a higher model count army typically has some really inexpensive models that are in there kind of to lose for free or to lose for exchanges or lose for trades, and they can kind of jockey for position easier and take time. So it's definitely something to consider.
Yeah. The lack of giveaway pieces. The longer the game goes, the more you evade and negotiate for positioning, like the dearer each one of those considerations gets.
Right.
And like Peyton observed, like having your expensive heavy dipping one toe in -2 speed just to make sure you hold on to a resource don't feel great.
No. Yeah.
Especially since it was that same heavy got shot with the gun board, so it was knocked down and then immediately lost its cortex to the Razorback crew.
Good lord. Yeah, that's wretched.
But it was a really enjoyable game to watch, and really shows off the power of a friendly faction true merc, in my opinion. It forced the Invictus to be very standoffish on the Orgoth side, even though he's used to out-threading most other heavies, because like a 15-inch melee threat range is the same as the pig one, but the pig one also can be more defensive.
And the polarity field, coming into play as well, right? Because denying Invictus charge, the ability to charge at all, and that matchup is pretty big.
And the Vision Wastelander, ended up being pretty clutch in the early to mid game as well.
That just sounds wretched to remove. It's like that guy's like still defense 15 and like blade shield, right?
I don't remember if he's 14 or 15.
Oh no, just def 16 against ranged. Oh man. What a ridiculous model.
And even if you do land it, he just visions the shot away and you have to do it again.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and you're looking at that and like, do I really have that many boostable attacks?
And this is a deflection caster, so she can push it to defense 17 against shooting. Or 18 against shooting, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Well, any closing thoughts before we wrap this stream and get ourselves queued up for round 3 out of the New England team tournament?
I don't have anything. I think I said pretty much all my things.
Yeah. Well, from there, I just want to thank you, Peyton and Keith, for holding down the fort while I was detained, and thank you for everyone watching. We had a ton of you guys on this one. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel while we are expecting round 3 to start at 3 p.m. Eastern. There's, sometimes a little give on it. So make sure you are notified when we go live with round 3. Thank you all for being here. Keith, take us away.